Alright, you guys, welcome back to Runt Pack Goes Planewalking, episode 27. Let's get into it. Last time we began, as a hush rippled across the masquerade ball where our heroes are searching for Oro's friend, Abel, as a masked lord has arrived, an extremely tall figure under the name the Dark King. Oro instantly recognized this suit, but not as his friend Abel, but as his long-time enemy, Rex Ymir, the leader of the resistance against Riddice's peaceful war. Oro wasn't sure whether to run or what, but Samir urged him to talk to Rex Ymir, as the people in the crowd, they theoretically wouldn't kill Oro in a crowded place. While my friends circulated around, pretending not to know me. Ymir was surprisingly friendly upon seeing me, though somewhat dominating, I guess. Not nice, but cordial, and requested Oro accompany them outside so that Ymir could show him something. Ymir brought Oro into their own personal wagon, stagecoach sounds right, into their own personal stagecoach, where they took off their gauntlets and the rest of their armor to reveal their true face, something very uncommon for a masked lord to do. They introduced themselves as Lord Atlas Sarkov. It explained that their identity of Rex Ymir in Valhalla was an alternate identity they had assumed, as they never entered Valhalla the proper way, having died a warrior and being sent to the warrior's afterlife, but paid wizards to teleport them there so that they could indulge in their darker, more violent urges in a realm where that was normal. Oro was horrified to learn that his biggest enemy who fought all the progress he was trying to make in his home wasn't even someone who truly lived there. However, Rex Ymir continued to explain that even they couldn't travel to Valhalla anymore, as it had been cut off from the mages very recently and the plane had gone quiet. Rex Ymir proposed that the two could work together to pursue a way for both of them to get back to Valhalla, which Orpheus begrudgingly accepted. Meanwhile, Dulam was trailing Rex Ymir's stagecoach, along with Jaya and Deimos further behind. Dulam befriended the guards. Jaya and Deimos did not, and were forced to leave.
We were so friendly.
Hyre had remained at the masquerade ball, observing the crowd, and noticed that the orchestra was casting magical spells during their final song, and candles had begun flickering on the chandelier as the orchestra made their exit. Ymir offered Orpheus 3 leads Orpheus could check out to find a way back to Valhalla. The one he first accepted was a meeting at the Blackstaff Tower with the Archmages, which our party had already planned on visiting on, I think, Deimos' behalf, right?
Aye.
Ymir offered to arrange an audience with a specific wizard who could help us. Meanwhile, Dulam got a job offer from the bodyguards.
Yeah!
Deimos had returned to the bar at this point, where he found Hyre arguing with the waitstaff, as Hyre was convinced that something had gone horribly amiss with the chandelier. Deimos assisted Hyre in his investigation, and they found that each individual candle in the chandelier had delayed fireball cast on it. Hyre and Deimos were trying to yell that there's a bomb and get everyone to leave, but people were strangely reluctant to believe them, thinking that they were maybe just like two crazies trying to crash the party. Around this time, Orpheus and Dulam and Jaya all returned as well. Jaya and Malagus Oh god, I forgot to even mention this. Back when Orpheus was leaving, Malagus wanted to flank from the other side of the building and was trying to cut through the kitchen and we left off with him there. Upon returning, we learned that Malagus had been sent to jail for
Prison!
Jail arc.
It has not been seen since. He's in jail. Our party, all in one place, was trying to figure out how to address this chandelier situation, knowing that the orchestra could choose to set the bomb off at any time, or it would set the bomb off if it was just left long enough. Dulam had the idea for Oro to cast Fracture and break the chain, which dropped the chandelier to the floor, where Hire began putting the candles in our bag of holding. At the same time, Jaya spotted a wizard who was keeping an eye on us from around the corner, and realized it was probably one of the orchestra members. Dulam teleported Oro holding the bag full of candle bombs towards this guy. Oro pinned him down because fucking nobody runs faster than me. Nobody ever. Orpheus interrogated him in a very level-headed and kind-hearted way, non-violent.
I don't remember that part.
I remember it being that way. Of course, there was the threat of the bag full of candles to be exploded, which was, I think, wrapped around his neck for most of it. The best.
So you put the gun in his mouth.
Yeah, I went to a lot of places. Might have been in his mouth. Might not have been. Our best solution to get the chandelier to somewhere it wouldn't kill anyone, because it was gonna be like a fucking 10-block radius of destruction, is we sent it to we got all the candles in the bag, put him in as well. Dulam hopped in after him to interrogate him on the way, and Oro took off parkouring towards the wall of Waterdeep. Dulam learned some interesting things, that the orchestra was known as the Symphony of Neth, and is a hired sort of assassin's symphony, who was hired to assassinate Atlas Sarkoff, the Masked Lord, also known as Rex Ymir. And that the person we captured, unfortunately, has never met their leader, the conductor. As the wall came into sight, Dulam teleported Oro atop it. Oro first threw Dulam and the guy out of it, then threw the bag off as far as possible with the catapult spell, and it exploded in the sky over Waterdeep. On the way home, we were found by the wizard police of Waterdeep, and we sort of informed them what had happened, and that we didn't make the bomb, we merely averted it, and they said we could stop by for a proper reward. So, just more and more reasons to visit the Archmages, and I also asked if Malagus could be please let out of jail as a reward. Meanwhile, Jaya helped a mysterious figure write a response to Orpheus on the wall. And then let him walk off. And also Deimos
why did Jaya do that? I wonder why.
You let him walk off before. Don't worry, I'll get to Orpheus coming back. Jaya let Abel walk off a while before. Then Deimos cast sending to Samson, who had left the party, to get him to drive back to the party.
Oh my god.
Stagecoach, just take a ride on that wagon.
Booty call.
Lastly, Orpheus returned, made some disparaging comments about Jaya's intellect, and Jaya refused to tell Oro which way Abel had gone. And that brings us up to
We are
date.
all caught up. Thank you. You are Deimos stepping into a carriage.
I'm glad we're starting with Deimos.
Well, Deimos, I sort of understand. I believe what your plans are for the evening. Is there anything special you would like to point out now for the podcast?
Yeah! Like,
God.
is it happening in the wagon, or are you waiting till you get to his place?
Who's popping?
Oh,
I think we know.
What
You know.
song represents the other?
I think Deimos really wants to see this guy's house. So he needs to get there first.
Okay, yes. That makes sense. Give me like an investigation check for this guy's house, and I'll review that with you.
Get Orpheus in that house.
What?
Because
Don't put
because of your investigation.
Oh yeah, get me in there.
Sherlock.
Strong 8.
Okay, good to know. I'm gonna jot that down, and in the meantime, Demos, I'm going to fade to black on your evening.
Nice.
That is. Yeah, it's an excellent evening. I shall touch on it.
What kind of excellent, Mason?
Well, you know what? We'll get
Is
to
it just
that.
excellent for Deimos, or
Is it
I'll
like Samson's
come back.
really good at it, or is it like Samson really needs it?
I'll-
Or both.
Or both?
yeah, all right. I'll have an answer for that in a yeah. All right. Excuse me.
That scene can go on our Patreon.
No. Yeah, all right. Yeah, that's for the subscribers. You guys can see that scene. It'll be me and Deimos alone.
Wait, you don't want the rest of us like riffing?
Yeah, you don't want people
yeah, you want it more
in the
serious.
background?
Would it be worse or better with an audience?
Well, I've
Better-
always thought it's
Better with our riffing.
Yeah. Sex is so boring if no one's riffing on it.
Exactly.
Back at the small. Fuck, where are we? Back at the flaming boar.
It's your fault for naming 2 bars. The
Both fire themed. Yeah, that's what I mean.
something.
Fire animal. Yeah, I know.
It's probably
It's the
Back at the
themes.
flaming boar. There's themes. There's themes happening. All right, there's themes.
Kismet.
You all see this carriage trot away with Demos having just entered it. Orpheus, you were sort of given a vague direction by Jaya. Or Jaya, did you bother giving a direction?
Nah, I walked away.
Okay, walked away.
God damn it.
Jaya, you make your way back into the gala, the masquerade ball, or where it was being held before the great chandelier fell and exploded out in shards of crystals. Remaining, though, seem to be a jolly group of individuals who, in their drunken stupor, a couple have re-donned their masquerade masks, and you notice that a small troop of what seem to be nobles, individuals who have likely been trained in such arts as music, have begun clambering onto the stage, unasked by hotel staff or innkeepers, and instead seem to be just dragging instruments from off in the apse, and they are looking to play up a tune. Nothing special, no great song as was the orchestra that was playing earlier. Hell, the quartet that had been playing afterward was even better than these sort of drunken individuals that have picked up a lute and another has picked up some panpipes, and they're just sort of going at it playing traditional bar tunes that filled the space nicely, and they begin to get into a nice waltz. Jaya, what would you like to do?
Gonna head back and talk to more people that aren't my fucking friends.
You go back in and mingle. There are still quite a few people here. The sort of fright of the night and the subsequent free alcohol offered by the innkeep have allowed a much more casual vibe to the room, albeit there's still a bit of sophistication that comes with each of these nobles who likely paid quite the ticket to enter. You guys, being locals to this inn, seem to just sort of slip in easily, and Jaya, you make the rounds. As you're exploring, are you looking for anyone, or are you just sort of like making friends?
I think at this point Jaya is a little drunk. So there's no mission in mind.
All right, just exploring. You make your rounds. As you're doing that, I would also like to know what Dulam and Hire, what are you guys up to? Dulam, if you recall, you just got back, having walked with Orpheus. Oro seems to go running off in a direction, as we left off, moving the speed of an automobile, sort of leaving you in the dust behind.
I would probably look for Oro.
Okay, all right, you're still going to go trotting off into the streets. Hire, what about yourself? You are left inside. You recall you and Samir had been discussing a bit about the, how well the night went, and you guys have shared a couple drinks.
It's just like, what the heck? I just didn't know Deimos had like such like a way with men. Did we just see Dulam? I feel like we should follow him. We've been waiting for him, and Oro to get here.
Oh, yes, Demos was always quite the catch. Honestly, there were many days that people would come into the shop, and I think it was just to, look at him and see how, oh wow, fawn over him. Sort of like the neighborhood's Starbucks employee.
No, I get that. Like, I did too. Like, I feel like all of us would do that. Yeah, is it weird talking to you about this?
Yes, it is.
Okay,
I'm
yeah,
not the
no,
one
I
to
thought
talk
so,
to.
my
Okay,
bad.
yeah, right, yeah, all right. You duel him. Yeah, let's go. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, let's get to them.
You trickle down a couple more drops of your drink, and it speaks to you on its way down. It goes, "No, don't take me."
I drink to not hear the voice.
You're getting used to it. You notice the voice is quiet as it slips down your throat, the last drops of your beverage. You find Dulam outside, who looks to just sort of go off and wander into the street. Oh, Dulam, are you alright? How did it go? Where is Orpheus?
It went great. I don't know where Oro is.
Oh, well, do you want to come inside? Maybe have a drink? They're free tonight. I thought we might celebrate. I just wanted to tell you what a good little robot you've been.
Oh, thank you. I was going to get Orpheus so we can probably get Malgus out.
Oh, Malagus? Is something wrong with him?
Yes, he's in jail.
That's right, you guys told me that. Yeah, I see. I sort of forgot just because I thought it felt right for him. I think he needs a stint. It's like cracking down. Scared straight.
Well, I wanted to see if he actually committed a crime.
You've seen him, right? He's committed crimes in your vision.
Yes,
Caleb.
but I thought maybe he committed his violence because he figured out who lit the candles.
But that's a good point. Maybe he did. Though I don't know if he's that smart.
Maybe not. Either way, we got a mage to let him free.
Dulam, I just want to ask a question, and it doesn't have to mean anything, but do you think it would be fair for Malagus to spend a night in there if it wasn't to help the candles? Or
I don't know. I don't think he should serve a sentence if he didn't commit a crime.
that's true.
What if he's committed a crime,
Well, I guess Dulam's right. I just assumed Malagus had done the crime, but maybe he didn't. maybe he didn't.
No, Hire, I'm on your side. I think he probably did it.
Well, we gotta put hope into him, or he's not gonna get better.
Oh, you're a good friend, Hire. Yes, all right. You go find Orpheus. We'll wait here, or I will. Hire. I expect that if your beverages keep talking to you the way you've been explaining, you might get sick of this place.
No, yeah, I fucking hated it here. I've been wanting to leave. Let's go bust Malagus out of jail. But have fun, Samir.
Oh, thank you. You too. Maybe you'll find a hot man tonight. Haha. He looks up and down at your costume.
No,
Come on, Julie.
give it to him back.
Don't let the guy in cosplay do you like that, Hire.
It's happened.
All right, the two of you head back out into the world. While your friends are all hanging around the flaming boar, Orpheus, what are you doing?
I think I'm running through the alleys. Abel! Abel! Abel, you're still here! Searching
Give me a
for
perception
clues.
check.
Well, I'm searching for clues, though.
Oh, so you're you're searching for clues.
I'm searching for clues.
So a survival check. You're looking for footprints.
I would say searching for clues. I'm just trying to think about people who do that. Probably.
Detectives?
Uh-oh.
Yeah. So I guess, can I make a detective check?
I don't know if that one exists. I think I asked
check.
for perception because you're looking for him.
Maybe a PI, a private investigator?
Oh,
I like
not a private
that.
perceiver.
Yeah. What's a private perceiver,
He's-
man?
I'm a
leading
private
question.
receiver.
Oh,
It's
Okay,
so real.
Orpheus, you move quick and methodically through the alleys. Bam, 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 stopping in front of each one. How long is the concentration on Longstrider again?
I recast it just at the beginning of last time.
Okay, yeah. Wow, so you're moving quick. You
Yeah,
dart
ready.
through. You're looking for. You were told it was a mask of coral. That's all you
I
heard.
don't think I was even told that.
That is. Jaya, if you recall, did say that right at the end of last episode.
Oh, okay. I am looking for a
Just
mask of coral then.
Didn't give you a direction.
Okay, looking for coral. I would probably start in the direction of the ports then.
The ports, sure. Nat 20 though. So
Huge.
you start by the ports, you dash through alleys, left, right. You don't find anyone you're looking for. You find a couple, there are some bums hanging out. Mostly just the peasants of the city are spending their time sort of on the outskirts of the Flaming Boar. Specifically, this masquerade ball was quite the event, and you notice there seem to be a few of the peasants of the city just simply osmosising in the luxury of your great festival.
Uh-huh.
You don't spot what you're looking for, though. Eventually, back and forth, and you're not exactly sure that he's out here. And then eventually you dash into an alley and stop just short of a pair of guards, Crown's guards specifically. They turn to look at you, and you see with a nat 20 perception that at the ground, in between their feet, half covered by mud, is a mask of coral, unoccupied by any individual. It seems to have been left here. One of the guards sees you dashing in and goes, "Oi, oi, 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 slow down."
Oh, sorry.
They throw a hand out and then go, "Oi, come here. Who are you looking for?"
I didn't know the speed limit, I promise.
Aye, enough of that. No funny business. Come on in.
Sorry, it's not funny. I walk up and snap a salute. How can I help you, officers?
They gesture for you to come in. The individuals look at you a little bit, sort of up and down, and then the one talking to you closer sort of turns back to the other and goes, "Now this ain't him. Sorry there, miss. Why don't you be on your way?"
Sir, who are you looking for?
Sorry. And the guard goes back and sort of nudges the mask in the ground and says, "Yeah, this is a known criminal around here. I don't know if you've heard. Prison escapee out of the docks."
Oh, what do you mean the mask is him? Like he was the person wearing the mask?
Oh, we heard a tip, you see. People were being loud on the street, savvy.
So someone told you he was wearing this?
Yeah, it's alright though, don't worry, miss. We're gonna get a perimeter going and make sure nobody leaves this area, especially the Flaming Boar, without one of us looking at them.
Understood. And you haven't found anyone yet that way?
No, sorry, miss. I'd keep your
Sir?
wares about you. If you'd like to... Why do you keep saying sir to me? I get it.
Clearly not!
As I was saying, we haven't found him yet, but once our perimeter gets nice and tight, we'll make sure no one walks through any of these streets. We've even got a couple on the roofs looking for this fucker. You've ever heard of him? It's called the Berg. Nasty son of a bitch. Real mean, tough.
And what's he done exactly?
All sorts of things. Top of the list is terrorism.
Terrorism? How
Yes.
recently was that?
Threats against the crown.
Threats against the crown?
Yeah,
Is this before or after he broke out of prison?
it's just before. He's actually not been cited since.
Oh, I see. Threats
But-
against the crown of Waterdeep?
He's a clever gentleman, he is. Found some way to put on a mask and sneak into some gala. I wouldn't be surprised if he was at the very base of all this catastrophe that I've been hearing about tonight.
I, for one, would be surprised. But
No,
you know,
it's perfectly up his alley. You know, I heard he likes fire.
what's that like in general or setting
It's probably
fires?
genetic.
What does that mean?
Nothing. Listen, miss, it's gonna be alright. You just
Sir?
make your way... Yes, sir. Right, you just make your way
I'm
past us
leaving.
now.
I
Get
turn
out
away.
of the... No, listen, I beseech you, gotta leave the zone. We're gonna be walking through here and be checking all the nooks and crannies around here.
Alright.
All the guests of the Flaming Boar are about to be examined real closely, so if you're coming from there, just know that
Okay.
the security's increasing. We're doubly reinforcing.
Is
Don't want
there
any more
anyone-
accidents tonight.
Is there anyone at the party yet? Any guards there?
Right, yeah, they should be heading there right now.
Okay.
Hey, listen, if you see this guy,
Yeah.
give us a shout, would you?
Bye. Good night.
All right,
see
we're just,
ya.
tell everyone you see. That's what we're doing. Every passers-by, you see this guy, shout for a Crown's Guard. Got it?
Good night. I'll see you out.
Right, yeah, be careful
I'll
out
walk
there.
out. Yeah, I will.
He's probably wearing another mask. Be all right. She's gone. What's that whole sir thing? I don't know.
Shit. Fuck. All
You
right.
walk back out. With your nat 20 perception, you identify that the coral mask looked to have been muddied pretty recently, probably
Okay.
the last couple minutes.
Okay, but I know he's still within the radius.
You're not sure where this radius is that these guards identified. You look around, you can't really tell if there are a lot of guards in this area. You look at the street corner, there's a pair of 2 guards sort of standing under a lamppost, and you look further down, you see another 2 further down the way. And it doesn't seem like tight security, but it could be one of those things where they're keeping a close eye on everyone coming and going, and you're just not realizing it.
Okay. I'm gonna head back towards the ball, keeping an eye out for my friends. Also,
Okay.
obviously, Abel, but seems like he's not here.
You begin walking back. It's at this point that you find Doolam and Hire, who look to you as you walk by.
Hey, little buddies. How's it hanging?
Good. Where did he go?
Good. Yeah. Why didn't
I was
I thought
looking
you were
for
coming back.
Abel.
I
Yeah.
thought he wasn't there tonight.
Well, no, apparently he was. I just hadn't found him with all the chaos. Okay, so his mask is gone, and the police are surrounding us.
Oh shit.
Unless he made it past the guards, I think there's a good chance he's still here.
Okay, so we just have to find him first, and make
Yeah.
sure that if he does get captured, that we're there to see it happen.
Yeah, I suppose. I think ideally, though, he shouldn't be captured. It sounds
Yeah.
like the person whose body he's in was a really, really bad person.
Okay, quick. You're Abel. Where'd you hide?
Abel is charming and a good dancer.
Oh.
If I was Abel, I would. Well, realistically, the best place to go would be to hide out in a hotel room. But we know he doesn't have any gold, so possibly he would try to get someone to take him to their hotel room.
Like a Malagus type?
I don't
God, we
know if
can't have
money
another
would
one.
be exchanged, but I don't know, honestly. Maybe he's hiding out at the party, maybe he's going to try to get another mask, or maybe he knows something we don't and he's sneaking out a different way.
Well, surely he would go somewhere that you would think of if he thought you were close.
Well, the message he left me seemed like he was thought I had just no-showed, so I think he gave up on me for now.
Did he
But-
not see what happened at the party?
I have no idea.
Maybe he thought you tried to bomb him.
I hope not. I think
Yeah, because
most
he'd
likely
be
he
really
thought.
mad.
Yeah, he would be really mad, probably. I think most likely he thought that I'd been spooked off by the whole bombing situation, and so he
Wait.
left as well.
Wait, we have magic for this. We can cast sending.
If Deimos were here.
I have sending.
Oh, you have sending. What do you
Yeah.
need to know about someone to cast sending?
Usually I'm not this like tipsy, but sorry, just taking me a second to remember. You can send to a creature you have met or a creature described to you by someone who has met it. So you would have to describe it. Like the body, I get. Yeah, would it be the body or would like a description of like the soul count?
Very interesting. Very interesting. For this, roll an Arcana check.
I'm still at disadvantage.
You have exhaustion.
It's okay, I have +5. I have +5.
Oh, that is very good.
Oh my god, I'm actually perfect. 22.
Holy shit.
Okay, so you think the way it works, Higher, even in your sort of sloshed state, you sort of feel the arcane come to you a bit, and through Aether, you sort of figure that it's sort of like a home address. Like, it's not necessarily the soul you think you're sending it to at this moment. You think it's more like this body is a house and someone new moved in, but the address is still the same. So you would, for a physical description of, would have to be of this body, the whatever body is happening to be in the material plane.
Okay, so we just have to talk to someone who's seen this person.
Yeah, I suppose so. Or seen him not in a mask.
I mean, surely there's like a photo of him somewhere for if he was wanted.
Mason, do photographs exist?
Fuck that. Painters do.
Fuck.
I think We could ask around to see if anyone knew his face, but we might tip off the guards that way.
There has to be a place we can ask people without arousing suspicion. Or, wait, Vanguard, got mugged by him, right? Or is that a different character?
Vulcan.
Vulcan!
Volker did, but
Vulgar.
I feel right now. I'm very close to him. It's hard to want to go all the way to Volker instead of looking for him here.
Do you want to give me a history check for what you think Abel would have done in this situation, Orpheus?
Sure. Is it? Yeah.
You guys have.
Is the answer
thrown-
not slotted up? Because that felt right to me. 19 is the check.
You seem unsure, so I'm trying to give you something to help.
I don't mind going to him. I wasn't having fun anyway.
Oh my god. Just pouting it up. Pouting it up. Pouting it up. This is a great time to cut to what Demos is doing.
Did you
What
guys
the
get my sound
fuck is
effects? Did that come over the mic?
It needs to be more wet.
Yeah, it came over the mic.
Whoa. Hello? Whose dirty, sloppy fucking mouth?
I can't make that with my mouth. It's my fist.
My dirty,
No,
sloppy ears
somebody was choking on a fucking dick.
Oh yeah, that was probably Mason. Mason's good at that.
Hello? There's no choking.
That's true.
There's no
Sorry.
gag.
It's a practice art.
I hear choking is actually a skill. So
Just choose
That's what they
not.
tell me.
that was rough.
Okay, Orpheus, what do you want to do? You have Duelim and Hire. You guys are all together.
Hello?
What do you
Does
want to
my
do?
19 mean nothing to you?
Oh, do you
Correct.
actually want help?
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. You told me to roll it, man.
You figure, knowing Abel, you two had been close for millennia.
Yeah.
It is well within your assumptions that you already made that he has probably forgotten about you for the night. He's back to survivor mode, just as you were saying. And if he dumped his mask in an alley, it means that the guards were really close. That he likely
Okay.
just dodged out of the way of them. If it was that close, you imagine he probably couldn't have gotten out. He probably had to duck back into the circle. So he is probably still somewhere in this area.
Okay.
That being said, you guys have seen that, especially in the large outdoor sort of courtyard in front of the Flaming Boar, there are a lot of masquerade ball masks left around. They're in good condition, and by a lot, I mean about 2 dozen perhaps, if you, check all the nooks and crannies. And these are all in good condition and could likely fit any face. You imagine if he needed a different identity, it would have been gained right there.
Okay, good news and bad news. Good news is he can probably hide from the guards with a new mask. Bad news is we're back to square one. But I think he's got to be here somewhere. We should search inside more. He'll be
Perceptive.
trying to blend in.
I guess, can you describe more about his personality now that we know he's here?
He's kind of annoying, very gregarious. He's funny. He's a pretty funny guy. Not a lot of people in Valhalla are funny, but he is.
Like, what's like a joke you
Lazy?
would say?
It'd be like, Orpheus, why are you such a loser all the time? Come outside.
Do you think
Like,
like you would say that
something
to
like
me
that.
if I like met him in a conversation?
If he met you, he'd probably be like, it's not easy being green, little buddy. Great sense of humor on that one.
Oh my god.
We have to find.
Yeah.
Hire needs
Okay.
another drink for that one.
If he meant to do them, he'd be like,
Okay,
you're
so
going to
I'll-
be cranking your gears later.
I'll look for another person in this town who's mean to me, and also someone who really has it out for some guy.
Wait, who does he really have it out for?
You? I thought.
Me? No, we're friends.
No, but remember he's mad at you.
Oh,
For
yeah.
trying to kill him, probably. So.
I don't think he thinks I tried to kill him. Okay, I I rub both of your heads at once in one fell swoop. Back to
Whoa.
the ball. I want to put my mask back on.
Let's
All right.
go.
You guys return now. Wandering back through the city streets. It's late at night. Again, it's roughly 11 p.m. or midnight or so. The moon is bright and full in the sky, and it's a cloudless night, save for the still sort of present smoke cloud that was exhumed from the far eastern wall of the city. This, of course, where the large explosion went off. It sort of dances like a nope cloud, stagnant in the sky. You guys return to the Flaming Boar. The festivities inside seem to be up in atoms. Jaya, as you remain here, you get some time to sort of explore the area. You notice still that the hotel staff have taken something of a hands-off approach for the rest of the evening, having almost had their entire building blown up. They all, seem to have that we don't get paid enough for this shit attitude, and have sort of just gone hands off and let the party guide itself. And the people have picked it up quite nicely. The sort of drunken musicians that have picked up instruments on the front stage have actually finally hit a harmony, and there is a bit of a dance occurring. You notice that up right next to the stage, a small group of about 20 or so of these masquerade-wearing individuals have begun slowly or quickly dancing. You notice there's an especially tight-knit group dancing especially fast right at the front of the stage. It seems to be attracting a lot of attention, and for those who are sort of sitting back by the bar, which I imagine you sort of migrate back toward there, you get a nice little entertainment as you watch these dancers, some of them clearly casuals and drunkards, others who have clearly been trained and practiced in waltzes. You get some time sort of to hang out. You meet a couple people. For example, you get to meet an older plump fellow who has the mask of a swan on. It's made out of paper mache, and it sort of sticks up a bit out of his head, but he's got this real deep voice, and he sort of speaks to you as you are sat up next to him. So there, I like your mask there, kiddo. How old are you there?
Kiddo! Thank you.
Me?
Thank you for assuming I'm so young, but unfortunately I'm beyond a few years.
Oh, well, good sir. You look barely a day over 21. I'm surprised they didn't card you here. Ho, ho, ho.
Oh, that's a good one. No, I got a few kids of my own. They're already grown, have their own lives. I'm a G-paw.
Oh, are you married?
Yes, got a lovely, lovely lady.
Oh, well, where's the missus, huh? The figure looks around. I don't see no ring.
Unfortunately, she's on another plane right now. I'm not exactly home at the
she
moment.
goes to a different school.
She
get
goes
it.
to a different school. Yeah.
It's real. It's really. It's real.
I know. No, listen, I'm sorry. It's just, I don't know why these galas always remind me of the war.
Yeah, it does make me feel like I fought some more and I came back home and they're celebrating, even though it kind of feels wrong because I feels like I'm celebrating the comrades that I lost.
Oh, my good friend, you were also a soldier. What platoon? What brigade?
Oh, I
Whose
don't think you're for I'd look him up and down. What species is he?
It's hard to tell behind the white swan mask. The paper mache covers a lot of this guy's head, and you can just barely see his sort of gray, wiry hair sticking out the back. Give me an insight check at disadvantage if you want to figure it out.
Okay. I got an 11.
From your vantage point and through a mask, it's really hard to tell. You do identify some ears that seem to be poking out of the side of the swan mask, and they don't look elvish. So you sort of rule out elf or half-elf. They look sort of more rounded and sort of circular. But otherwise, you can barely even tell color in the dim light. Because the chandelier was destroyed, the entire room is, like, low light. But the figure sort of gives you an up and down look and goes, oh, well, at least let me buy you a drink there, old-timer, huh? And they clap you on the back with a hard, meaty hand.
Yeah,
the hand looks to be
another
gloved.
one never hurt.
Yes, please. Bartender, we'll have, what do you drink, old man? Brandy?
Give me whatever you're having.
All right. Yes, we'll have some brandies then. And, you are handed a small glass of dark liquor. To your health, huh? And to mine too.
To long life, to many, many more years.
And to no more war.
Ugh. That right?
The two of you clink, and the figure goes, well, to be truthfully with you, sir, I was really hoping to get frisky tonight, so I'm going to move my way along. Just double checking, you're unavailable, right?
Just off.
Yeah, I'm married.
That's too bad. Well, if you want to, if you want to have a night out, come find me. And he points at the swan. And you make your way back
good luck
in.
with your adventures.
Yes, and the figure sort of waves you off and wanders into the crowd, watching now the great swinging circle of dancers. It is at this point that Dulam, Hire, and Orpheus, you guys return back through the entrance at the Flaming Boar. You notice a few masks lying around on the cobbled stones, and the herald is no longer here, so no one announces your presence or entrance. Instead, you are met with the sort of appraisal looks of a few guards, crown guards nearby. They watch you guys enter. None of them seem to intercept you. They seem to just be looking to see if you belong here. And they all sort of nod from distances away and let you pass.
All right. So now we just need to find him somehow. I guess it's back to stage 1. Ask around if anyone knows Riddicy.
Yeah, I guess so.
All right. Well, I straighten my suit, dust off the shoulders. Actually, before I talk to strangers, I'm good to go talk to Samir. I won't try to spot Samir.
All right, you make your way in. As you guys all enter, you notice this circle of drunken dancers in the center of the ballroom. As well, the 4 players up on stage who are sort of joining in with the crowd every once in a while and like talking back to them, very casual and conversational. And you also notice Jaya pressed up against a bar with a very cool-looking masculine drink in hand. Orpheus, you find Samir tucked into the very back corner, just behind the stage. And he looks to be picking up pieces of broken crystal and glass off the ground, placing them in his hand, and then cupping it and moving to another section. He doesn't notice
Buddy,
you approach.
what are you doing?
Oh, Orpheus! He looks up to you and he opens his hand and all the crystal falls to the ground and he wanders over to you and looks like he's just about to hug you and then stops short. Oh, wait, are you alright? Are you safe?
I think so.
Okay, alright. And then he grasps your hand with his 2 hands and you feel just a wince of pain as glass fragments in his hand sort of dig into you.
Ow! Dude, you got glass in your hand!
I'm sorry, he dusts them off really quickly and you see this glitter of glass fall onto the ground. I was just really nervous and I wanted to clean up around here. Can we go see everybody? Are you and Dulam okay? I wanted to talk about it and see how you were doing. He gives you a neutral
Dulam
smile.
and Hire are here with me.
Okay, good. How did it go? I heard an explosion. Was that you?
Yeah. Dulam teleported me up the wall. I threw it so far because I used magic to do it, but not magic per se, but technology.
His eyes are wide as he listens.
Okay, but here's the important bit. The guards are here and they're looking for Abel, and so I kind of need to find him before they do.
He embraces you quickly for 3 seconds, a very fast and efficient
perfect
hug.
3-second hug.
And then pulls you away and goes, Orpheus, you did such an incredible job tonight. Well done on succeeding in this very difficult task of saving this beautiful, beautiful inn. If not for you and Dulam and Hire and Jaya and Demos, I really think this place would have collapsed. You did a great job, and I wanted to congratulate you. And he gives you a really big neutral smile.
Oro is sort of at a loss for what to do here, and so salutes. Yes, sir.
Oh, okay. Well, I thought what you did was especially brave. Running with the bomb was not an easy thing, and you did it without question.
Nobody's
saved
faster
these
than
people.
I am.
All of these people have you to thank.
Well, I don't... sure. Okay. Also, the others and everyone, though. Yeah, thanks.
He gives you another neutral smile, and you see now he's completely forgotten about the crystal shards on the ground and follows you toward the group. You
Okay,
wander
guys.
past the dancers on your way, and you see a lot of flashing masks.
Do any of you know how to dance?
No.
No,
Hire?
I was really hoping I wouldn't have to go for that group, but maybe if I lose the frog mask.
Why would you lose it?
Well, I want this guy to talk to me.
I think he'd talk to you even with the frog mask on.
He's nice.
Okay. Yeah, I could try that group. It's a lot of people.
And you know how to dance or no?
A lot of
Is
silence over there.
Is dance acrobatics?
I would say
I'm sure
performance.
Yeah.
It's a really strong +2.
There you go.
But if anyone else wants to,
I'll come with you. You don't have to go alone. We
That
can
sounds fun.
infiltrate the two of us, and then when we need new partners, we split up, and it's so natural.
yeah, it sounds like a good plan. Dulam,
But don't kiss me again.
Whoa.
Orpheus, I'm not that drunk. I may not remember how old
You're
I am.
so uptight. I should hit his shoulder. I don't know how old I am either.
Yeah, that's true. It sucks, doesn't it?
It doesn't bother me so much. I've never known.
Oh, yeah, I guess kind of the same for me.
There you go. I just take you by the shoulder and steer you towards the dance floor. You're gonna lead.
All I know is my brother is older. Okay, I'll lead.
He could have died tonight anyway. Oh my god, Dulam, are you alright? Dulam. Samir runs over to you, Dulam, and pats your little head. You are the best little robot I've ever known. You are so professional, and you did such a good job tonight.
Thank you, Samir. I think you did a great job too.
No, I did nothing of the sort. Dulam, you went and you cast magic. That is exceptional. You know, I don't know any autonomes who can cast magic.
Me neither.
That makes you one of a kind. You are not just a Dulam. You are you.
Look at my magic hands.
He rubs your little head again. Dulam, let's get you good and drunk tonight. Woo!
Oh, are you sure?
It is a
What the
celebration.
hell?
Are you going to?
Yes. He gives you a neutral smile.
Okay, let's do it.
All right. Luckily, because of your internals, you can excavate yourself anytime you'd like and remove any sense of danger.
Great.
Just to recap that for the fans. You seem upset about the system, Dulam.
Just a reminder, Dulam, you can piss yourself anytime.
Dulam, you seemed a little upset when I mentioned that. Would you have liked it another way?
No, I guess I don't know any other way.
All right. Let me tell you more. Dulam, you are perhaps the coolest autonome I know as well. You get into danger. Most autonomes don't do that without people telling them to. And he guides you to the bar. All right, Orpheus and Hire, you guys are wandering toward this dance floor. As you do so, you notice that the music that the players seem to be performing picks up once more into a bit of a drunken waltz. The individuals in the center grasp each other in tight pairs, partners of seemingly individuals who kind of know each other are on the outskirts of this little dance floor, dancing drunkenly and stepping a bit on each other's toes. But you notice more centralized in this group seems to be a couple pairs of extremely proficient dancers. These individuals seem very, very sober, at least as literally intoxicated as possible, for their steps are precise and they pull and swing each other around at vicious speeds. You also notice they change partners quickly and actively. It's almost dizzying to watch, and both of you are not quite sure you can keep up. Orpheus, you're worse so.
Okay, that's where we need to go.
Yeah, for sure. Should we go straight for them or start dancing
Let's do a
next to
warm-up
them?
around. Yeah, let's do a warm-up around the edges, where the drunk people are, and get a feel for it.
Yeah, and then we're practiced, and then they see us. Yeah, good plan.
Yes, and there, yes. Okay. I put one, I guess I put both hands. Okay, I put one hand on your shoulder, and I sort of squat down to reach it, and I'll hold your other hand up.
That's great. Hire's into it. Hire's
Alright,
gonna close his eyes and really just try to give into the alcohol, listen to the voices, and just imitate the vibes around. Start dancing.
Alright. Could I get a performance check from both of you guys, please?
Yeah. Or I was gonna take the opposite strategy to hire by paying a lot of attention to what other people are doing visually. I'm making uncomfortable eye contact with everyone.
Oh. How'd that work out for you?
So mine's a
Sorry,
3. So mine's a 3. Oh, well!
Tough.
Would you get there higher?
I got a 7.
That's not bad.
Warm up round.
Now, compared to the rest of the groups here, you guys definitely look the drunkest. The two of you sort of lock hands. Of course, there is a size difference that is difficult to work around. And every once in a while, you'll step on one of the other's toes. At some point, Orpheus, you back higher up into somebody else, and the two of them sort of bonk heads. Higher, you sort of whirl around to see a halfling behind you who scratches at his head and goes, "What the fuck?"
Sorry.
Eventually, you guys find a rhythm and your own little space that you're not bumping into other people, but it definitely wouldn't hold up in the center area. You think you'd be eaten alive in there.
Okay, that sucked.
Okay, it's about the vibes. We have to do. This is like teamwork, right?
Okay, I'll try your
It's
way.
like a battle sequence.
Yeah, it's like a battle. I close my eyes.
What are you doing?
I'm doing what you told me. I'm feeling the vibe.
Or if maybe this whole partying thing is about just trying to have fun.
What? You sound just like him right now. You're in the right headspace. Let's keep going. Maybe say that louder. See if anyone's like, yeah, that's how I feel too.
It's like we're in the row.
You're right, Carter. You're like cutting out for some reason.
I peeked the mic. Then
Oh.
I yelled, then let's dance like we're in the right now.
With yelling whisper.
Yeah! I break it down with higher. This time I'm
All right.
going loosey goosey.
Okay, all right. As you guys continue dancing,
Wait. Hang on, I have an idea.
Yeah.
We need to get actually drunk.
Yeah, I did that. Good.
Okay.
Do we need to go catch you up? Oh, okay.
Yeah. I just want to run to the bar and try to pound 2 shots.
Oh yeah.
okay, you run over. The drinks are flowing freely, and there's enough room for you to sort of wiggle in. You wiggle in between a shorter woman with a Gorgon mask and another much taller woman who seems to have a pastel, what looks to be some sort of pastry mask. The two women sort of grunt as you push through and grab 2 shots off the bar and down both of them quickly, and one of them goes, "Oh my goodness, how obscene."
Excuse me, ladies.
Vile. Ugh.
Oh, you don't think that.
Do I
Goodness.
see this?
Ajay, you see all of this happen. You are watching Orpheus also act a bit of a fool of himself.
Can I go up? To...
You approach.
Yeah. Hey, buddy, what's going on? And I lightly pull him away from the other women.
One of the women points. Is this Neanderthal with you?
I'm Neanderthal.
I'm doing a favor for a family friend.
Oh goodness! Just get him out of here. Clearly, he's had too much to drink.
Yeah, a little, but I'm giving him grace. Something real bad happened with his mom.
Orpheus nods solemnly.
I'm trying to distract him, and I'm trying to get that, that raunchiness out of him. I really want to shape him up.
To birth a creature like that, I imagine something horrible happened.
Yeah, unfortunately, but we build him up. We don't break him down. We build him up.
Build him up.
Break him down.
Well, if I do say so, I think that the way that this one's been acting a fool on the dance floor, gesturing at Orpheus, it's about time you take him right out.
What?
Look, you old bitches. I don't know.
Okay.
She was a regular
Let's walk
creature,
over there.
just
Let's
like
take you over
most
there.
mothers.
Let's take a lap.
You drag Orpheus away, Jaya.
My sincerest apologies.
God,
Okay. What were you trying to dance out there earlier? Is that what that was?
Devastating.
Is it really that bad?
I mean, I've seen worse.
Okay, there you go. Hire says I was taking it too serious, so I'm loosening up. Then I'm gonna go get back in there.
Yeah, and I can't judge too much. I was never great at it, but I did learn.
Do you know what dance, Jaya? Do you know how?
I
Okay.
kind of.
I latch onto your arm and start walking towards the dance floor.
Oh, hire's been replaced so easily.
Jaya knows like very basic steps, like the steps that you'd learn for like a wedding.
Perfect.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
And,
You spend enough time in
dance
official
with like
business.
yeah, I've danced with my children at their weddings.
Whoa.
Both your children are married?
How many
Both your
weddings?
children
It's
are
like you
gay
never
married?
asked. It's like they never asked.
Well, we're asking now.
Okay, but you're not asking Jaya right now, so you don't get to know.
So how'd
I'm
you learn
not
to
with
dance,
you.
old man?
The older man, I shut up.
I walk away.
Jaya only walks away when he's called Enoch.
Old
What he's
geezer.
called what? Geezer? Have we called him that?
No, but you make fun of him.
And he's sensitive about it.
He's sensitive about his Alzheimer's because he doesn't want to forget his children.
What if you've already forgotten like 3?
Whoa.
Excuse me, getting ahead of myself there.
Yeah, how many weddings?
So how'd you learn to
Uh,
dance, Sergeant?
Geezer.
Well, for one, I mean, I danced with my wife at our wedding. Before that, I didn't really know much about dancing. And you know, my two children, they both got married, have a few kids of their own.
Oh my god.
Oh, that's. I didn't realize they were so old. Though you talk about them, I always thought they were young.
No, I mean they're established. They're not old. They're starting their lives.
And they're both gay, right?
Yeah.
Cool.
Well, I mean one is gay, one is a lesbian, but gay nonetheless.
Oh, well, yeah, I it's about Halloween.
A gay is a gay.
So what words can I use?
Cool.
Where?
So,
As you guys are walking out onto the dance floor once again, the manager of the hotel staff, the sort of innkeeper for the evening, and who you imagine has been sort of the person who's been doing crowd control and chaos management for the evening, the shorter human man approaches the front of the stage and quiets down the noisy musicians, and using a fairly loud voice that you imagine has been amplified some, he speaks out and goes, "Well, I'm glad you're all having a good night. It seems the festivities do continue, so, without further ado, if you all wouldn't mind, I'd love to continue with our agenda for the evening. How does that sound?"
woo!
Yeah.
Oh, good. Well, we only had one, really, event left for the eve, but, I suppose if you're all here for it, I'd love to invite you all to join me for it's a bit of an auction that we're going to have here. Yes, that's right. Please, if I would have all of you, look around, look to your left, look to your right. Find people who are still wearing their masks, and if you yourself have lost yours, merely step outside or ask a member of hotel staff and we shall fetch one for you. For tonight, we have a bit of a mask contest.
Woo!
God, thank God I kept my mask on.
So how this will work is quite simple. Quiet down there, you. How this will work is quite simple. We will simply hand out to each of you one white coin that you will have. It shall have bear a little face on it and the flaming boar signal. Each of you shall have one. You may pass on your coin to whomever in the room you believe has the best mask for our masquerade. Those individuals, the top 3 contenders with the most coins after, let's just say a quarter hour, will then be selected and brought up here to be auctioned off. This is, of course, in good fun. You will effectively have this individual for the evening for you to do what you like, and we will have a bit of an unmasking for each of them. Now, normally this would be for charity, but it seems that tonight our charitable act might just be replacing our very own flaming boar chandelier, eh? So why don't you donate a bit of silver, perhaps some gold for our new chandelier tonight? How does that all sound?
Yeah.
Good? Yes, right. Oh, and please, would you settle down, sir? And I should have you all be informed that the lords of Waterdeep have informed me, and at this point, the figure gestures to the entrance where you see a platoon of 20 Crown Guard all enter into the masquerade ballroom. They move in formation, filling in the space and pulling up along the walls, filling the entire space, basically spaced out each about 10 feet apart, all pushed up against the wall, looking in. You notice 2 more wander just right about to where the exit doors are and stand right in front of it. The figure continues, the lords have asked me to inform you all that we've doubled security for your benefit. We want no other extreme acts of violence or terrorism against our guests. So, consider all of these fine men and women of the Crown's Guard a security force for you. Pay them no mind. They are here on payroll, and if they ask you any questions, please pay them no mind. They're just here for your safety, all right? And, as always, if you see something dangerous, inform them immediately. So, without further ado, and each of you guys are quickly given a small white coin. The music continues.
Can I make eye contact with Oro from like across the like bar?
You look
I
over
look back.
higher. Oro
And
looks back. You notice Orpheus has Jaya in hand now.
I do the Charlie Day expression.
I do a nod in the direction of the 2 like good dancers that are dancing or that were dancing, and I go to give one of them my coin for.
Shit,
The
Tyre's
vote.
so fucking smart.
All right, you approach higher. You notice there are still these 2 dancers hugged in a tight formation of kicking and pulling and twisting, and it's quite complicated. It's 2
Whoa.
gentlemen, both a bit taller. You notice one of them bears on their head the mask of a ram with 2 large curled horns that cover the sides of the face. The other individual, another tall man with wide shoulders and sort of flowy blonde hair, has on their head what looks like more of an abstract piece. It's almost like a miniature house that sits atop their mask, with the little windows lit.
Whoa, that's actually sick.
The house and the ram dance tightly. It's almost hard to tell which is the more professional of the 2 dancers. They wear tight-fitting bodices, and one of them has a robe that sort of billows with every twist and pull. Which of the 2 would you like to give your coin to?
Okay, sorry, real quick, one more time. My 2 options are
Goat or house? Or ram, excuse me. Goat is currently preoccupied.
yeah. I guess I'm going up to Ram.
Okay, you approach the ram-matched individual. As you do, the figure grabs at both of your hands and pulls you into the dance. You're swept nearly off your feet higher as you're pulled into this quick, tight rhythm. Give me a performance check.
Whoa. Sorry, not the sound effect I wanted. Can I use my imaginary inspiration for this?
Whoa, yeah, you
So I get
can.
to roll normal.
Yeah, they can roll normal.
16.
Okay, that's pretty good, actually. You're able to hold your own. You don't fall or kick out or misstep too much. You still are a bit inexperienced in this, so you're, luckily the alcohol tempers a lot of your stress in the moment as you're pulled into this, and the figure speaks deeply into your ear every once in a while as they pull you close and then whip you out to swing you around and go, well, hi there, friend.
Whoa.
Hi. Thank you for allowing me to dance with you. You're really good. Wow.
Why don't we get to know each other a bit more? Why don't you call me Big Horn? The girls went crazy for that one.
I'm honestly confused what that means.
Oh, that's mighty fine there, friend. Why don't I show you the ropes? And he pulls you around and swings you into this tight circle. You notice a few more of these more professional dancers have now joined you in the inner circle, and you're being swung around viciously higher. You
Whoa,
look like
yeah,
a lonely
you can
sort.
show me.
You need some help getting your foot in there, friend?
I don't mind a little guidance.
Make it this far, you must have had some guts. He spins you around and pulls you really close. You smell something right up against his neck. It's almost like sweat, but slightly sweet. Let me take you for a ride, then. And he begins spinning you around viciously. The rest of you guys watch higher, get thrown around, almost ragdoll style, but he holds his footing.
Yeah, Giant, do that to me. Show me how to do that.
Jaya, you look at it, it is hopelessly complicated, but you can, still do a pretty good job keeping up. Do the two of you guys want to make a performance check? And Jaya, with your previous history, you may have advantage on this roll.
Sweet.
8, maybe.
Okay, let's see. 9.
I give it
What'd
my
you get?
all.
9.
Oh, a 9.
Guys?
Okay, yeah. The two of you guys are almost equally matched. Jaya, you've got the experience. Orpheus, I guess you've got the non-arthritis limbs.
Enthusiasm.
Yeah. So you two sort of sidle on up to the outskirts of this dance floor, which seems to be growing in numbers as more people seem to get more drunk here, and that gives them a bit more confidence to join in. The inner circle that now contains higher is now a group of 6 in total. You notice also several people seem to be going around and sharing coins. During all of this, Dulam, you and Samir went up to the bar. Samir picked up for you a small glass of wine. Red wine, to be specific. This is for you, Dulam. I thought you might like it. I don't know if you can taste flavor, but you want to be a sophisticate, right?
I suppose so.
Attaboy, blending in. See? You're a good robot. He hands you the
Thanks.
glass and takes one for his own and sort of gestures it out. All right, now clink mine. Clink.
I clink.
Oh, excellent. Dulam, you're so good.
I hold the glass like I full hold it instead of holding it by the bottom, so my wine gets so warm.
Well, that's all right. Your little metal hands are probably pretty cool. Let's not worry about the fucking lasers in there. Oh, Dulam, I'm so glad we got to meet with Dr. Him. I feel like a weight has been lifted off of me, and you have a solution, a friend. I'm so glad. And those instructions that you have to remove his little, what was it? The GPS. That should make him no longer afraid to leave his home, and, I think things are finally looking up. Tonight was scary, but, we did it. You did it. You solved a horrible, horrible thing that happened here, and by God, it was... Man, you made it look easy.
Well, I couldn't have done it without everyone.
Oh, but you did so much. It was a team effort. That's what I'm saying. You should be proud of your work. Really proud. You did something here tonight, and these people all owe you for it.
Thanks, Samir. Clink his
Of
glass.
course. Clink. Do you want to imbibe?
I'll imbibe.
Okay.
Oh,
you're gonna
yeah.
imbibe.
I'll imbibe and look at the dance floor.
You look over. You guys catch the announcement by the master of the evening, the host, and then after a few more moments, you see Hire finally get pulled into the circle and whipped around violently. After this point, Dulam, you have 2 people approach you and hand you small white coins.
Wow.
Thank
the
you.
first individual who wears what looks to be just like a grinning devil face, a crimson smile, hands you the white coin and sort of gives you a nod and goes, "Nicest fucking mask in here."
Thank you. I like yours as well.
Yeah, no problem. And the second is a very thin, tall woman who has a mask of what looks like a half moon on her face. And she goes, "The goddess grant you strength tonight, my friend."
Thank you. I hope your goddess gives you that too.
Oh, Dulam, look, you're popular. You look down and count the 3 little coins you have.
I'm rich.
Here, Dulam, you know what? And Samir puts his little coin in your hand as well. You earned it.
Oh.
Thank you, Samir. I'll give him mine.
Oh, no, that... okay, well, you should not... Alright, well, you should keep it, Dulam. You earned this.
Thank you. But you also put a lot of effort into yours.
No, this was mostly for me. It wasn't for a group. I also really, really, really don't want to go on that stage. Even if there's a small chance that it could happen, no thank you. And he slaps the coin right down in front of you.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I'll pick it up.
You pick it up, you look down at your little selection of 4 now. At this point, Samir finishes 1 glass of wine and orders another round for the 2 of you, and you guys sit and drink for a while, and he sort of talks to you idly about just sort of the activities of the day. It is just so much of an accomplishment, you know? I hope we get to talk about our little group today. I don't know, maybe this is what being an adventurer is like. I was sort of worried when we went to the Undermountain that it isn't actually what I wanted, but what we did today, this sort of hero thing, this felt right.
I agree.
You know, there was a bad guy, and we were the good guys, and there was no sort of moral middle ground like in the Undermountain, where there was a lot of middle ground.
If Samir had seen what Orpheus did to that man, you don't know how much moral high ground you would think we have.
But today felt right, and so I'm glad that I got to be here for it. And I imagine once we talk to Demos about it, once he is done. Okay, yeah, that is awkward too. Never mind. I'm just worried about him. Should I have followed him? A little voice in my head just said yes.
Maybe. I guess I don't know where he went. But he does have that spell to message us if he's in trouble.
I know, but what if we're too far away, or, he's taken to a place where they can tangle with his magic, or... Oh, I don't know. What if he's in danger?
Oh.
I think he's pretty strong.
Alright, you're right. He can look out for himself. I'm just worried, Demos is in a big town. None of us have ever really been here before. I don't know if any of us really knows what to expect.
I agree.
Well, okay, I won't be crazy and follow. But if I don't hear ascending by 8 a.m. tomorrow morning, I will put out a notice.
I'll switch with you.
Excellent. I've changed my mind. 7 a.m. If I haven't heard anything by 7 a.m., then Demos is in trouble.
My grown adult roommate man is in trouble.
And the two of you guys drink a little more, and you guys watch Higher. I worry Higher might be in too deep.
He seems to be holding his own.
Yes, that is true. Do you think it's like fun in there or scary?
I don't know. Maybe both?
Huh. Is there such thing as both? I've never felt both.
Me neither. I mostly just feel one at a time.
He pats your little head. Tulum, you're so good.
Do you want to try to dance?
I might sit back. Can I watch you though? I bet you're good at it. You probably have it encoded somewhere.
Well, it looks like everyone's dancing with the partner.
That is true. Samir sort of wrings out his hands.
I found the rest of the wine.
Oh my god. Putting it back. All right, Dulam, you
Fruity.
feel that sort of familiar now feeling of intoxication waft over your metallic self. And a bit of confidence comes to you as you hear the music and you feel it now. You feel the music sort of bouncing through you. You sort of look down. You notice your leg is sort of bouncing up and down. That's never happened before. All right, let's do it.
Let's try.
All right, the two of you slowly make your way out. Back in the middle. Higher, you're still swung around at Mach 10. At this point, Jaya and Orpheus, you guys see what's happening to Higher? You're pretty close now. And every once in a while, Higher, you get swung by and you get a brief flash of Orpheus or Jaya's face about 5 feet away from you, but the heavy arm on your hand pulls you back into a tight circle.
I'm
see there. It ain't so bad, right?
no, it's really fun. I've never been able to dance like this. How'd you get so good?
You sort of got the knack for it, don't you there, friend? Well, me? Oh, well, you pick up a few things here, a few things there.
I don't know. Feels like I'm not even dancing. You're just swinging me around.
Oh, well, hardly there, friend. I'd look like a fool if I was just up here alone.
Can I do something like are there like ends to these songs?
They sort of blend into one another. There doesn't seem to be any natural pauses. Every once in a while, though, you do sort of hear them, like, yell out to the crowd or slow down for a second. But what's your goal here?
Okay, so my goal is to cause, like, a bit of a spectacle. I wanted to, like, very subtly, use, like, shape water. Just to, like, make, like, the frog costume maybe, like, glisten a little bit. And, like, some very minimal, like, the water dances, like, with me, but doesn't, hit this guy. And so I'm still trying to dance and perform. But I want to end it with, like, tucking, like, my coin, like, I don't know, into like his clothing somehow, or like basically like behind your ear, like. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to give him
Killed all the sex appeal.
I'm trying to. No, this is good for the podcast.
The hot, sexy, wet frog.
I'm trying to like give him the coin in a cool way. So like I'm open to ideas. I could also like do a move like right when the song ends. I like strike a pose and like the coin's in my mouth and I'm like offering it to him.
Yeah.
That one.
That
You say I have
one.
something to
That
give
one.
you, and then you kiss it into his mouth.
The specifics are murky, but that is what I'm trying to do, Your Honor.
Seems pretty clear to me.
All right, I would like another performance check for this specific move.
Please get in that one.
No. This decides whether my character gets to be happy or not. So Mason, right? When you think about it,
Yeah.
the shape water is like so magical and cool that it should basically give me advantage to cancel out my disadvantage. Like when you think about it.
Did you already roll? and now we're
I
gonna
have
go.
not rolled.
Oh, you haven't yet. Okay. I would also accept an Arcana check as your main roll for this, considering there is a magic component involved. Yes. Now, advantage, no one's helping. But if your Arcana is higher, you can roll.
My seduction magic.
It's like he's helping me, really. Like he wants to be sis.
You know, he doesn't know what you're doing. He's
I'm
scared.
so scared. Oh my god. 15 and a 19. I got a 20.
Oh my
Let's
god.
go.
Okay. You take the seconds, the choice seconds in the middle of this dance to cast the spell. The glistening water sort of floats around you. The figure across from you sort of goes, now, what is it you're trying to do here? And you find a natural stopping point in the music a few moments later. And explain to me what happens next.
That is okay.
Fair question.
I don't know. I guess I'm just trying to like get
Just
him
say
to just talk to me, and so I can find more about him. But I'm also trying to make like a big gesture as well, so that he will trust me. So I'm trying to like give him like the token for best mask as like a means to get him to talk to me more, so I can learn more about him. Is what I'm trying
Okay.
to do.
You notice he's being a bit cagey with personal details. He seems to mostly be in this space of dancing, and every once in a while you go to ask a personal question and he goes, well, not now there, friend. I'm sort of in my moves right here. So I tuck her out and make myself over to that bar for a drink. How about we talk more, huh?
Yeah, that sounds good.
Right, that sounds good. Well, hey, that shiny coin of yours looked real nice. I suppose I could take it. And maybe it'll be a promise that I keep to meet you later.
Oh,
I thought we were gonna get drinks like right now, though.
Not yet. I'm working.
Oh, okay.
And the figure grabs your arm and twists it hard, spinning you backwards and sideways, around and around and around. You feel the coin loosen from your hand as he grasps that out of your own, and you are flung from the center circle, bumping right into Jaya on your way out. Smack!
Ow! Watch you, bud.
Oh my god.
Now I guess suppose the three of you guys turn back and you see this individual with a ram mask slide the white coin right down his shirt and spin back into the group.
Did you make a friend?
I
Good
don't
one,
know.
hired.
I don't know what that was. I don't think I've met someone like him.
I'm scared.
But
did you
no,
ask him about your...
it was good. It was good, I think. Yeah, he wouldn't tell me a lot about his personal life.
Did you ask him about your agency? Did you say the name?
No, but he said he would meet me later after he was done working.
Oh.
He's working.
I think he's working out there right now. I mean, just to look at him.
He might be working late. He's a singer.
Because I'm a singer.
Singer.
I'm a singer.
Maybe
Anyways.
Austin.
I mean, he's being secretive about his identity. I kind of wanted all of us to talk to him maybe together, just so I don't, like, screw it up, you know?
Okay. I think he had a good lead, though. I could definitely see Abel being one of those two guys. All I know about him is that he's tall and good at dancing. Giant, I'm sorry for earlier. Wait, okay, don't elaborate then. I'm sorry for earlier.
Oh,
When I
guys, did
called
something
you
happen?
old.
Oh, yeah,
No, really,
Jaya.
was it just that?
What'd you say?
Was it really just that?
I think I also said you were, not as sharp as you used to be. And I'm sorry for that, because you're a good dancer, and age gives you wisdom.
Yeah, Jaya, I think I also made a comment that made you upset. I honestly I can't remember right now what is actually it was, but I really did mean to hurt your feelings. I sometimes I try to like joke with people. I don't know. That's what Monty
It just
did.
feels so good to be one of the guys,
And he does it so good, but then when I poke fun at people, it's like people get offended.
I just get carried
Well,
away.
it's because the things that
I
you
guess you
pick
have to
on
be, like,
aren't
good at it.
necessarily things that are. You pick on more sensitive subjects. It's a little difficult talking about my ailment because at a certain point, if I get to a certain age and I'm lucky enough to see my grandkids grow up, I might not remember who they are. And
I guess I didn't think about it, that way.
This
and-
isn't something that old, but this is a pretty recent thing that's been occurring to me. So still trying to grasp it myself.
So maybe there are other things we could tease you about that would all be in good fun.
Yeah, maybe I misread the room this time, as does happen, but, maybe, we'll know not to touch that in the future.
Maybe we tease you about your huge feet.
What
Yeah.
the fuck?
You could teach me about that. I don't really know why you do that.
Tease you about, like,
Never
how
mind.
many,
It
like,
seems like everyone hates
you have.
that.
Your huge stinky feet.
I guess it was just something you were thinking about, Orpheus. Hello?
Person, I was trying to think. You probably have huge stompers. Maybe would it be okay to tease you about your clown mask?
Yeah, that was a choice.
Didn't even know
What-
it was
what-
bad.
What did you say? Did you say yes?
I said, yeah, I mean, I acknowledge it's a choice. I think it's a little funky looking, but I think it's fun.
Okay, I'm going to go talk to the other dancing guy, not the ram. And Jaya, I want you to know that I think your huge feet complement your clown mask. And I would spin away.
Okay, alright.
I really think he meant that as a compliment.
You spin off.
Yeah.
Hire, you now have Jaya as a dancing partner. Samir and Dulam enter the little circle now and join you guys.
Jaya, have you been told that we think Abel is here?
See, I was gone for quite some bit in the bag. I don't really know who that man is. I don't think I really got an explanation.
It's okay. I don't know if we did either, Jaya. Not yet.
No, yeah, we totally didn't. Oro's been, like, weird about him. And I think, like, he's super mad at Oro right now, so... I don't understand the dynamic, but, I mean, he's here. We know that, so... Do you want to help us look? We can party a little bit, I guess.
Yes, so.
We should help Orpheus look. It would be the nice thing to do. Maybe if we ask around, we could split up and find different dance partners and ask about Eurydice again. Just so we can find this friend. Once we do, then, we can enjoy the festivities with him.
That sounds like a great plan.
You guys don't want to split up into, like, small groups? You guys want to go, like, every, like, one for themselves?
No, let's go into small groups, Hire. I know you were out there alone. It looked very brave.
I was so scared. So yeah, let's stick together a little bit.
It looked like you wanted it.
Oh my god.
Jaya,
did,
your
but I
opinions
didn't.
are out of date, Jaya!
But I
Jaya,
didn't know what was
stop that,
happening.
Jaya, there's been a movement.
Yeah,
Well,
movement,
Orpheus,
movement.
you spin in. What the fuck?
I want to go for Dr. House.
Okay, you approach. You approach House MD,
Thank you. Fuck, that's his name. God damn it.
and you spin into the main circle. It's pretty easy for these professional dancers to swap partners, and just as you enter, you find that the individual with what looks like this house with little lit windows grasps onto both of your hands and spins you deeply, pulling you into this Waltz. It's very intimate to this dance, and you being more humanoid-sized, you notice that the figure clutches you close to the chest, almost pressing the two of your bodies together before pulling you out
buddy,
at about
keep
arm's
your hands where I can
distance.
see them.
I didn't mean any trouble.
All right. Yeah. Okay, spin me.
Yes, right away. The figure spins you quickly out, and then it's back in. I need a performance check from you, Orpheus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh! Okay, that was almost so bad, but it was good. 16.
Oh, that's pretty good.
17,
All right.
17.
Oh, all right. Just as higher could. You keep your feet underneath you. You're not swung out. You don't collapse or trip or make any horrid moves. You're able to keep your own pretty well. From an outsider, it still looks like the other in your partner pair, the house, is leading far and wide. You still look a bit amateurish in comparison, but you're able to hold your own. This house individual pulls you in and spins you around and goes, "Terribly sorry if I inconvenienced you. You could call me the Villa."
The villa. All right. What's the story with the villa mask?
Do you like it? It's a bit of an homage.
To what? It's very unique.
My parents, you see, they own a lot of villas.
All right, buddy. Do they own any in Valhalla?
The figure slows the dance ever so slightly as you say that. Say that again.
Do they own any in Valhalla?
I think I've heard that word before. Are you looking for somebody here tonight?
Yes, I am. Someone tall and good at dancing, probably.
Oh, I see. Excellent. I think I know exactly who you're looking for.
Really?
Yes, come with me. The figure pulls out of the circle now and grabs onto your wrist and begins sort of tugging you along behind them. They take
I run
long,
at their
graceful
side.
steps. Their hand is gripped tightly around your wrist, and it almost hurts a bit as they pull quickly. I guess you're able to keep up.
Okay, buddy, you can loosen the grip a little. I'm not going anywhere.
The man walks with purpose, beelining it toward sort of outside of the dance floor a bit. You seem to be headed toward a huddled group of what looks like older men who seem to all be on the side watching. The figures all sort of wave at you guys as you approach, one of them being the man that Jaya spoke to earlier. And for a moment you look around looking for anyone tall. None of them stand out to you, and the house villa mask pulls you through them instead, and all of a sudden you run face to face right alongside him into a Crown's Guard up against the wall, stationed there. "Excuse me, sir. I think I've found one of the people you're looking for." The hand is still grasped tightly around your wrist. Yes, as we discussed earlier, good sir, silence you. As we discussed earlier, good sir, I was telling you I found a gentleman earlier tonight that was telling me about this place called Valhalla that matched your description. Now this one is looking for him.
What? You're hurting my wrist.
The Crown's Guard looks down at you now and goes, "Ma'am, is this true?"
Sir, he just called me a gentleman.
Yes, sir, is this true?
My wrist hurts so bad. I take off my mask and I try to cry.
All right, I'd like a deception check, please.
Okay, dweeb.
Oh, God. Okay. 13.
13? Okay, the Crown's Guard sort of looks down at you and makes for the Villa masked individual's hand and sort of pulls and pries him off of you. And the figure goes, "Are you kidding?
Oh,
He's hardly
thank you."
fucking crying. It's merely a facade."
What? Your
And the,
face
Crown's
is
Guard
wearing
goes-
a facade of a house. I'm not anymore.
The Crown's Guard goes, all right. Listen, I just want the facts. You, little, sir, were you asking about a prisoner? Are you looking for someone?
I wasn't asking about a prisoner. I am looking for someone, though.
Yes, he mentioned the name Valhalla. That is the individual I explained to you earlier also mentioned. And this name Ridicy keeps floating around. Just so you know, and the figure looks down at you, the Villa mask. "Just so you know, I knew somebody around here was looking for him. I imagined that this criminal, this prisoner, had friends on the outside."
I didn't say the name Ridicy to him. And for the record, I imagine a lot of the people here are looking for someone. If I recall, what I said was I was looking for someone tall and good at dancing. Can you arrest a man for that? I
No,
don't think
little
so.
gentleman, you misunderstood. I spoke with him, the criminal, the prisoner tonight, and he
Then
mentioned
you
the
should
name
go to jail.
Ridicy.
Maybe you're the one talking to him. I didn't say Ridicy. I don't know why you're so hung up on this.
No, I'm merely
character,
mentioning
she
to this
sounds
guard
beautiful.
here. I'm merely mentioning it to this guard here that anyone who else mentions Ridicy tonight will be arrested, same as you. And the figure throws you forward at the guard.
I let myself be thrown and I fall against the guard dramatically. Ow!
The guard, like, sort of holds his hands out and goes, all right. Enough of this roughhousing, all right? I can clearly tell this is some sort of spat. So we're all gonna take this outside and have the captain take a look at both of you, huh? Does that sound amicable?
Dude! Okay, take me to your captain, sir. I trust your judgment.
I would like one more deception from you, Orpheus.
What? That was honest! Orpheus respects authority!
All right. Then I want a persuasion check.
Okay. It's a natural fucking 20, asshole.
Really?
Yeah, no, yeah, buddy.
Oh my god.
Okay, all right. You notice the crown guard seems to grab you and lead you a bit ahead of the villa head. What do I fucking call this guy? The villa.
The villa.
MD.
The villa trails behind the two of you and sort of blabbers on and goes, "Sir, promise that gentleman you're carrying there is affiliated with known criminals. Who knows which other of his associates are around here?"
What criminals am I affiliated with? I'm new to town. I don't know anyone.
The crown guard stops short of the exit and goes, "Oh, look, who the fuck is that?" "Oh, shit, looks like Captain's inside already. Follow me." And
Yes,
they
sir.
lead you to the back of the room. This is sort of where the hoteler stabbed, and you notice guarding the entrance to the rooms themselves, the large staircase that ascends to the inn rooms, stands a very similar looking guard to the rest of these individuals. However, this gentleman has a large red feather plume atop his head and bears what looks like a bit of gold trim around the standard iron plate mail. The figure nods as you approach with the guard, and the guard sort of waves a hand over, and the captain approaches you.
The red trim is very becoming on you, sir.
Oh, Captain Darwin, sir, we got a bit of a scuffle here. I think it's a bit of a marital dispute.
I am not married to this man.
No,
Nor
you don't
anyone.
understand, sir. This is a criminal associated with criminals.
I'm not a criminal. Neither do I associate with criminals.
Right, shut up. Let's have a look
Yes,
at both
sir.
of you.
Okay. I open my eyes really wide, and then I open my mouth so he can inspect my teeth.
Oh.
The captain steps down and dismisses the other guard, leaving the two of you alone with this gentleman in a still pretty crowded room, but in a small conversational circle. The captain approaches and circles the two of you and goes, "Right, out with it. A criminal associating with criminals. Look, this young man was discussing with me terms that I know the prisoner discussed only with me in private."
What? He asked me if... No, wait, what was it he was telling me about his... I asked about his mask, and I was like, oh, what's the story behind the house mask? And he was like, actually, it's a villa. It's because all of my parents have a lot of villas, and also I have villas. And so I was like, do you have any villas in Valhalla? Because I just heard... Apparently, people are talking about Valhalla a lot tonight. It's a hot topic at this party. And he flipped his shit and dragged me to a guard. It hurt my wrist. And he threw me at the guard.
All right, Orpheus, I would like a very important deception check, please.
Okay. Okay, you're not gonna believe that.
What is it?
It was another natural 20.
Oh my god!
Oh.
Why don't I lie more often? I'm so good at it.
The captain listens to your words and then listens to the other gentleman's, who gives a sort of rambling, a bit sniffly speech about how he spoke with the criminal earlier. Yes, the prisoner. He spoke to me. He was wearing that coral mask that I told you all about. You said you almost caught him in the streets, remember? I'm your best informant. I remember everything he said. He talked about this queen and how he was looking for a friend here and what they looked like. And God damn it, why don't you believe me? And the captain sort of hushes the two of you and goes, all right, it seems as if the young man here has been well and enough abused by you, sir. Why don't we have a discussion outside and... Good gentlemen. And the captain sort of leans down to look at you in the eye, Orpheus. Please enjoy the rest of your evening. I hope this hasn't upset you.
No, I'm... I wipe my eyes with my sleeve. I'm made of tougher stuff than this. Thank you, Sir Darwin. I admire your work, and if I'm ever looking for a job, I would audition for the Crown's Guard in a heartbeat.
That's a good young man there. All right.
Yes,
Please,
sir.
don your mask
Absolutely.
again, and hey, before you go,
Yeah.
here's a little something from the Crown's Guard. Someone handed me this, I think as a joke, and I think it's better fit for you. And a small white coin is placed in your hand.
Oh.
All right,
Jeremy!
gentlemen. I need to
Okay.
step away. I'm sorry. I simply must tend to my duties. You, come with me. You'll have a lot to
Sorry.
discuss with the lawmasters. No, wait, please. You misunderstand. And the figure gets sort of lopped upside the head as his neck gets grabbed and he's escorted out the front by this captain of the guard. Orpheus, you
Aura-
re-enter the room scot-free.
Aura sort of bounces on his tippy toes for a minute, thinking about this guard. He's just so rigid in his morality. I'll skip back towards the crowd. I got a
skip back.
coin, you guys. Friends,
You
hired.
meet up with the rest of your crew.
You're popular.
Yeah, I had to lie. It felt terrible, but then it felt really good afterwards.
When I was dancing, I felt like I was lying too. So I feel you. I used water when I danced, and I don't think that's a normal thing. It didn't really get any votes.
Yeah, that's weird. So here's the new
Okay.
intel. Apparently, asking about Riddicy or Valhalla is a bad idea. So I think we're going to have to get more personal with what we say to try to tip Abel off. So what if you guys say you're a friend of the Yellow Knight? How's that?
That kind of sounds weird, but okay.
I can do that, Orpheus. What should I do with the coins that these people keep walking around with? Dulam has a bunch. Is there any strategy we want to do with that, or can we put little Dulam up there?
I would like to see Dulam up there, but I'm also worried about someone buying Dulam. You know,
Well, Doodlum can always go in with people.
like if they buy Dulam, they get all of us.
What? No, like people can dance with Doolum and other people. But Doolum's a capable young auto gnome.
That's true. But okay, Dulam, I give you my 2 coins.
Oh, thank you, Orpheus.
Yeah, I mean, you have the best mask. Should we try to, garner coins? We could spiff everyone up.
No, I think we should be, honestly.
Okay, well,
I want to sort of grab your mask higher and start polishing it with my sleeve.
It was already pretty shiny from my whole, water trick, but thank you.
It just looked wet.
Yeah, it's called a theme.
No need to get sassy.
I'm drunk, I'm kidding.
Alright, and Samir, how do I put this?
Oh.
That's all right. I accept. He gives you a neutral smile.
You accept what?
What you are going to say? I'll sit it out in the back.
No, that's what I was going to say.
No, I think we do it as a party. That's how we got here.
It's quite all right. It would be best for me to keep an eye out too, right? Make sure we don't have anybody leave who might have been a suspect.
Samir, you're getting your hopes up way too high. I wasn't going to bench you. I was going to say you need to lock in.
Oh,
Hey,
okay.
You have some assets we lack as a team. I'm sure there's an audience that is attracted to you, and we need to maximize that. Now, can you take off the wig?
yeah.
Yes, okay. He slides it off.
Perfect. Put that in your bag. You can wear it on another occasion.
I'll burn it.
No.
have to burn it. You don't have to burn it. Look, there's a lot of good things about Drizzt. It's just like for the like raw sex appeal you need to have to make it in this specific world we're in right now. It's just Drizzt isn't like. But okay, I want to take off my tie.
All right, you have it.
Okay, I want to cut 2 little eye holes in it.
You poke some eye holes in it with a dagger.
Okay, and I want to put it on Smear's face. There!
Like a
Now
mask?
you've got the like, yeah. Like Zorro. Now you've got like this sort of sexy Zorro thing going on. Way better than Drizzt.
You look down. Funny enough, it does actually work with his costume, I guess, because he's got this like all sort of black, strappy leather outfit. So,
there you go. And you get to
with
keep
2
the swords.
Oh, thank you. This is nice.
There you go.
Bit of a rapscallion, haha.
Yeah.
Samir, don't let these stupid people make you feel bad about your costume. We did a lot of good tonight, and I think I want to remember that for who we are. So, I like your costume. I'm keeping the frog suit. Who knows? I might even wear it sometime.
No, maybe we shouldn't do that.
I spent a lot of money on it. I like it.
Thank you for the confidence, Froggy.
Thanks, Samir. Yeah, you're welcome.
Yes, right, okay. Samir sort of steps up to the side sheepishly.
Oh, I thought I was helping.
No, Samir, you've got to be confident. You can't
I'm
wear.
learning.
Right now, you're letting Zorro wear you. You need to wear Zorro. Get out there.
Who is this man?
Impress some women, okay?
Why does it? Okay, all right, off I go.
Or men. Oh.
Stand up. Stay straight up.
Oh, yep. He straightens out.
Yeah.
He gives you a neutral smile.
God, does anyone in this group shoot for women?
Hello?
I don't shoot anywhere, but if I did, it would be at women.
That's really sexist and fucked up of you as a feminist. Sorry.
What?
Cut that.
I never said I'm a feminist.
I did. No, I am. Higher is.
Bit outdated there, old man. It's okay. Higher is the progressive frog. Oh wait, the Geico frog.
All right, everybody lock in, okay? You need to be sexy and you need to be insightful. You're looking for the Purple Knight on behalf of the Yellow Knight. He's also an actor and a musician, so any of those things, just try to slip him into conversation, okay?
At the end of this, you hear a chime come from the main stage. Bring. The announcer speaks up. If you all would, just 2 more minutes remain in this little costume competition we have. Please hand away your coins if you haven't already, and if you believe you have quite a few, go ahead and start amassing and make your way to the front.
Shit, okay, actually just focus in on slutting it up for coins. Or, excuse me, hoarding it up for the coins.
You look around. The dancing has now all but broken up as people begin to wander out, handing out their little coins. During this time, I guess, do each of you guys want to give me like a performance check to gain more?
Yeah.
I very self-consciously undo 2 buttons.
Oh my god.
What?
Slut!
That one.
No!
I'm done. I'm out.
Wet frog, wet frog.
Wet frog disorder.
So you said performance. Are we sure
yes.
it's not like persuasion?
No.
Okay. Come on,
This
another
is-
nat 20.
Alright,
Okay.
Everyone roll. Okay, wait, hold off on your answers. We'll go one by one in this.
Okay.
In this thing. Just for note, the Ram's Masked individual that you had been dancing with earlier, Hire, has made his way over to the bar and is seemingly sort of ingratiated over there.
Oh, okay. I'm going to bar then. Fuck the
All right,
plan.
you make your way over. The rest of you guys. Oh wait, Hire, what'd you get on your roll though? We'll walk through.
No, I want to follow my guy.
You rolled the dice.
I rolled a nat one.
You roll the dice. All right. I imagine this is how it goes. So, Hire, you're standing out. You're ready for people to come to you. You're wet. You're a frog.
Uh-huh.
People like that. It just people here don't like that.
What?
It's just not quite working for you. At some point, this nice group of ladies, a group of 3, approach you, and one of them goes, "Excuse me, do you have a coin?"
No. I'd like one.
Sorry. I thought you might want to give us one.
That's funny. I thought you wanted to give me one.
The 3 awkwardly walk off.
Mason, have you considered that he's WETTOTGO? You can
Take me wet to go.
Why not WETFROG? Wet frog, wet frog.
You can take me wet, froggy.
I saved these people's life. What do I get? Not a single coin.
You look down at your coinless hands, and so around this time, Hire, you steel yourself and make your way over to the bar. You know, fuck this. These guys don't care. They don't need your coins. You don't want them. You don't want their coins. So you make your way over to the bar, following the Ram's mask. For the rest of you guys, what did you get on your performance checks? We'll go rapid fire. Or a face. What'd you get?
16.
16. You do a pretty successful job wandering around, talking with people. You select that group of older gentlemen in the corner on a whim, and find that 5 of them hand out silver white coins to you as a success for your slutting around.
Great. Oriface feels deeply shamed to his core, but returns to give the coins to Dulam.
The 2 top buttons was really helpful. Dulam, what'd you get?
Got 24.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Holy shit.
Dulam, you wander the establishment with a fucking mission. You're efficient with your hits. You find people who look lonely or scared. You talk to them immediately. You don't explain it. You don't explain to. Are you going full sex appeal, or are you going?
I'm not a sex bot.
You're not a sex.
Allegedly.
Dulam is not a sex bot. You go in rational. You explain to them exactly why you deserve these coins, and you explain the arduous detail that you put into your mask. You explain, and these people are listening. They care. They're like, yeah, wow, you really did put hours in. You can tell it's homemade. You find a small group of women who actually just walk away from Hire and find you, and you explain your point to them, and they go, yeah, I get it. You know, yours is homemade. You should get more credit for that.
Aww.
And all in all, Dulam, throughout the next couple of minutes, it's impressive that you are able to get 11 more white coins to add to your collection.
Sex appeal.
Jaya, what did you get?
An 8.
8. All right. Below average. So you ask around a bit. Eventually, you find someone, what looks like a taller woman with a sort of very thin, gaunt body. We've actually seen her before with a half moon for a mask, and she explains, "Oh well, if you give me your coin, I'll give you 2 of mine. How does that sound?"
Oh.
Wait, what?
Well, I just like to have someone else's. I don't want 2 for my own.
Oh, I guess I see. Okay, here you go.
Thank you. And the figure takes the one and hands you back 2 silvery white coins that clink into your hands. And ta-ta now, mortal. Ha ha ha.
Hello?
And you look down and you amassed 2 coins in total over the next couple of months, Jaya, as your only success.
Net profit. Yes.
Got a profit. Higher. You make your way back to the bar now. You find the Ram's Mask individual nestled right into the bar and discussing something at length with another much taller individual than you expected. There's just a lot of taller nobles here. Another tall man that wears what looks like an acorn mask with long, flowy white hair sort of sticking out the back of it. It sort of looks like an acorn with snow nestled around it. The 2 of them both turn towards you, and the person with the Ram's mask sort of holds up their hands and goes, "Whoa now, didn't expect you to find me so fast."
Oh, shit, sorry. I don't come to these places a lot. Do you want me to come back?
No, why don't you come on in? Me and my friend here were just discussing how I seem to have misplaced all my white coins. A pity. The figure sort of slumps their shoulders down in a mocked sadness.
You guys lost all your coins? Did they get stolen?
Well, I'm not sure. I imagine my voracious dancing must have slipped them out of my billowy shirt here. It's too bad, too. That means I must have lost that favor that I promised you.
I mean, I would give you another coin if I had it. Between you and me, God, this is me actually trying to flirt and not being able to. I say something along the lines of,
Oh, he's so flustered.
No.
Go for it! Go for it! Give him a sexy frog line. Ask him if he knows what your tongue can do.
You know, I still gave you my coin, so I kind of think you still owe me that favor.
Well, goodness, I can't argue against that. And the Ram's mask sort of pushes aside this figure with the acorn mask, who sort of huffs and goes, I never, and walks off in a hissy fit. The Ram's mask pulls you toward the bar and goes, why don't I get you something? What's your pick?
Mason, can I listen to the alcohol?
This gentleman in front of him has a drink already poured. It's a wispy red drink. You don't recognize it immediately, but you see atop it is a small cherry that floats on the surface of the water. It speaks almost quietly to you, but as you get a little closer, it's much louder, and it almost sounds like another person just sitting right atop the bar, and it speaks out, and it goes, you there, you can understand me, can't you? You with the frog, I see you. Hey, don't ignore me, hey!
I've tried my very, very best to ignore him and
What?
make
You looked
eye
at me.
contact with the guy that I'm talking to.
The guy keeps saying sweet nothings at you. The alcohol goes, hey, just a small favor, alright? Can you get this cherry out of me? It's right fucking annoying. You just pull it out in my glass, and we can be friends, yeah?
This is another guy's, just like a random person's drink, right?
This is the Ram's mask guy, the guy who you're talking to. So he's facing you, so sort of turned away, but you sort of have to reach out in front of him to do it.
Guys never expect you to slip something out of their drink.
If you wanted to, I'd make you make a stealth check to try to pull it out, but he is sort of watching you right now. So it would have to be above average.
Okay, and keep in mind, this is still me trying to flirt. I think, and I say something like, maybe I want to. Nope, sorry, this is so weird. I say something like, maybe the drink I want is your drink, and then I go to take his drink. I drink it, and then I say and how about I'll pay for whatever you want?
Whoa. Okay, all right. Can I get I would like a performance check from you. Hi. Please give me a
Carter,
performance.
why are you struggling to flirt with Mason? Just stare into his beautiful glittering eyes and say what you've always wanted to say to me.
It's just me. It's just
This
me.
isn't Mason. Mason wouldn't treat me this way.
Why is Mason giving me butterflies? Sorry, we haven't gotten the Demos cut
No,
yet.
not that.
Still
Mason.
coming, buddy.
Mason wanted to be mean
They're
to me.
still coming?
this guy's
It's been
going to be-
hours.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Just while you're rolling that real quick, did the rest of you guys want to give your coins all to Duelam?
Yeah,
I think so. I give all mine to Duelam.
I would also give Matt to Dulum.
All right, so Duelam, please add up all of your 11 plus the total you had plus Orpheus and Jaya's. So 2 and then another 5.
I'm rich.
All right. How much is that in total? Help me do the math.
So many.
Runt fans at home, do the math for us. It is a lot. Hold on. I'll check my chart, see where you're at. Higher, what'd you get?
So a 19 and a 3, so 5. So not good. So not good. But I probably just slurring my words a lot.
All right. You're slurring your words. It's not exactly graceful, but you grab the cup out in front of him and he goes, whoa. And you sort of dip your your froggy body in there and fish out the cherry. The drink sighs and goes, oh, so much better. God damn, that feels good. Oh, thanks, mate. Cheers. Oh, not literally, though. We should chat some, eh? What's your name, friend? What you doing around here? Listen, let me tell you about me. I've been hanging out for a while. I've been hanging out with this guy for a bit. Ask me about my life. I got a good one. You're sort of getting double voices in your head higher as the drink speaks to you, and then the guy in front of you goes, well, that's very mighty forward of you. Perhaps we can make a proper horn toad out of you yet.
Whoa!
Yeah, I'm trying this whole confident thing. I don't know if it's working. But yeah, I would like that. Back where I'm from, it's called what Maisie Mose that you told me to say? Like the Yellow Knight wants to find you. What was it?
That's what I wanted you to say.
Back where I'm from, it's called letting the Yellow Knight find you.
Well, you must be a long way from Waterdeep, friend.
Yeah, I don't come from here. Look, I want to be honest with you. I am here looking for someone.
Well, me too. As I was saying, you must be a long way from Waterdeep, some sort of outsider. Listen, I understand you're looking for someone. I am too. But if I'm not your cup of tea for the evening, not your poison, I should say, then keep the drink and you enjoy your Yellow Knight or...
No, you're exactly my poison, is what I was
Oh.
trying to say.
Well, I suppose we're back in business there, friend.
I'm sorry. Let me buy you a drink. I
Sure,
feel like I
give me
came
another
here
one of
looking-
those.
I feel like I came here looking for something in particular, but I feel like I really enjoyed being shown around by you in the end, and I guess I wanted to know if you knew a man by Abel as well, but I wanted
Sorry
to
there,
talk to
friend.
you.
The name don't ring a bell. But I'm glad I'm the type you're looking for. Let's start anew.
Well, how about I get to learn your name?
Well, for now, my friend, you can just call me Big Horn.
Big Horn?
That's right.
I like it.
I'm glad you do.
Big Horn and Horned Frog?
Well, goodness. We got some similarities, don't we? Now, why don't you be a doll and buy me another one of those drinks you just stole right from under me, Froggy?
Gulps.
At the same time, the drink keeps talking to you. Hey, man, what the fuck are you talking about, Ishgal? Listen, talk to me. How's it going? We're buds now.
I want to like dramatically like say like I like poison, and then I want to down the alcohol in front of me.
Wait, where am I going now? I'm just gonna tell you anything. I'll tell you anything about that guy. Now I'm dying.
Yeah, I'm making him shut up, and then I'm ordering 2 more, 1 for each of us, however much that costs.
All right, you down it. Alcohol is so far being free tonight, so you just like order it, but it's the kind enough gesture that you're buying it for him.
Oh, true.
It is at this time that the announcer calls the end of the costume contest. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for competing. Now, if we would please allow all of you who have a considerable number of white coins to approach the stage and display them. We shall select those with the top 3 amount. Please come forward now and display your valuables. And Duelam, I suppose you approach.
Yeah.
All right, you approach. You are buffeted by another flock of individuals. So far, it seems about 10 approach in total, and the announcer quickly steps off and goes, "Oh, right, well, let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, that's not enough. Let's see here. Oh, you've got quite a few there. Right, and after a couple minutes of sorting, Duelam, you are selected as a finalist with your total of... Yeah, let me see if I have this total right. Do you have 20 coins total?
Sounds right to me.
Pretty impressive amount for the group in total. So, Duelam, you are brought on stage along with a woman with a gaunt frame, elven ears, and a half-moon mask. Jaya, you recognize this woman as the person who gave you 2 coins earlier. She has quite a handful. Looks like some 30 in her hand.
Damn.
The last individual to approach is one that none of you guys have gotten a chance to talk to yet, but it looks like the mask is that of a laughing sun, with the rays all done up in large geometric shapes, and the whole mask itself looks like it must weigh several tens of pounds. It almost looks like the size of the Lady of Pain's mask, but has obviously the sun pendant on it. But the figure walks around with it daintily and wears these long red and orange scarves. The whole getup is quite classy. Golden flares sort of shine out. And the 3 of you all stand up, and the host, now turned auctioneer, sort of approaches the front and calms down the musicians once more and goes, "Right then, we will now be hosting our charity auction. Please all accept this in good faith. This is for replacing our very own chandelier at the Flaming Boar. We ask that you all take it seriously, though, and for those of you on stage, you are not obliged to do anything for your bidder, but we ask that you simply show them a good time this evening and allow them all the frivolities that the money would stand for, yes? Whoever gets the highest bid, I just ask you treat your bidder the finest way in Waterdeep. Sound good? Right, but there's no expectations. Now then. And you notice the crowd is completely joined in to watch this sort of auction occur. It's a fun little competition, and you do notice that all three of the masks on stage, especially Duelim's and this giant sun, are pretty impressive. The half moon is all right. The woman behind it is mostly visible. Like, it really only covers her eyes, so you mostly just see this sort of gaunt elven face, which isn't that interesting. But otherwise, you think Duelim's got a real shot at this, especially for an auctioneer's purpose. The auctioneer begins with the woman with the moon mask. Let me see. 10 gold pieces. Do I hear 10 gold pieces from the crowd? And 10 gold pieces. You see a hand go up in the back. Oh, I got 10 in the back. All right, let me hear 20 gold pieces. Can I hear 20 gold pieces?
Overpriced.
10 gold pieces once, 10 gold pieces. Can I hear 20 gold pieces? Can I hear 12 gold pieces? Oh, there's 12 gold pieces. Someone else in the back raises their hand. I hear 12 gold pieces. 12 gold pieces. You guys are looking around now, and you notice that even the guards seem to have sort of approached and gotten in on this. They seem excited, and you notice one of the guards' hands goes up in sort of an excitement, and the announcer goes, "Oh, 14, I see 14 gold pieces in the corner there. 14 from our fine Crown's Guard of Waterdeep. 14 going once. No one says anything. Going twice. And sold to our great guard of Waterdeep." A round of applause is brought up, and you see the woman in the moon mask sort of gets a scowl on her face as she seems like she's been severely underbid, and she drops all the white coins to the ground and, with a huff, marches over to the Crown's Guard.
I sort of whisper to whoever's next to me, yeah, wake me up when they sell the autumn.
What?
Duelim, you have a nice vantage point up here. You notice all the guards are pretty enthralled in this sort of display. And you sort of get a good look around.
He's a
give me
sex
perception
bot.
check.
Sex bot. I'm not a sex bot.
You are.
I'm not, I swear.
I got a
I've heard
17
his model
perception.
has extra holes. It can grip.
Crazy.
This model's lighter than others. I got a 17 perception.
17, all right. You notice two things that stand out to you. One, the captain of the Crown's Guards re-enters the room. The captain looks around sort of interestedly and eventually sights Orpheus in the crowd and slowly begins making his way, not rushing, but politely through the rest of his guards toward Orpheus. The other thing you note is that the Crown's Guard that seems to have auctioned this woman with the moon mask, the two of them seem to exit the entire building, walking right out into the street.
Holy shit!
None of the guards seem to interrupt this, and the other guard sort of waves to some of his friends, but none of them seem to notice, and are still all sort of infatuated in the auction itself. Several of the other guests also notice this. Is there anything you want to do up here?
I'll message Orpheus.
Or you get a message.
Hello, it looks like the guards are trying to walk towards you.
How many?
Just the biggest one.
Like tall?
He seems in charge.
Thanks for the heads up.
You feel a tap on your shoulder, Orpheus, and you turn around and sort of look up to this taller, broad figure of the captain of the guard, who you met earlier, Captain Darwin. Excuse me there, miss.
Darwin! Sir, remember?
Sorry, the guards keep
Okay.
confusing me.
Yeah, your men have a lot of trouble with this, I'm not gonna lie.
Pardon me. Listen, might I have a word with you in private? Just a
You
moment.
can have many words.
Excellent. He pulls you not 5 feet away from the crowd, just slightly in the less sparse area, and he sort of leans down to you and almost whispers to you. Listen, I spoke with that gentleman earlier, the one who I assumed was your partner.
No, not my partner. Literally
right,
just
pardon.
a stranger I met. Yes.
Yes, goodness, that is entirely my fault. Yes, well, I got a chance to speak with him, and, well, his story was interesting, and we're keeping him in the holding cell for tonight, just for safety, but, well, his
Yeah, probably
story...
have to let him sleep it off.
His story lined up with what we've heard so far about the individual tonight, and I'm sure what you were asking was just an innocuous question. I mean, there are many planes of this world, but I warn you, sir, that there is a genuine criminal who might be in our midst tonight, and I just warn you to look out for him, is all.
And so, have you looked into that evil orchestra? Because I felt like that was like 20 criminals who are among us.
Yes, well, that was sort of taken out of the Crown Guard's hand. It's, well, you know how those mages like to take over when they can.
Mages.
Yes, we sort of got pulled by the FBI on that one. It's a state issue. So it's out of our hands. So we're dealing with more local things, such as this prison break. We do believe this criminal is armed and dangerous, and, well, I just worry that if perhaps you even just accidentally heard this term Valhalla tonight, then you might have also run into him, and, well, truth be told, another thing that I didn't get a chance to tell you about this criminal is that, well, he's a bit of a scoundrel, a scamp. I don't want him to run off with anyone in the night, especially anyone as kind and, well, as innocent as yourself, sir.
Has he run off with someone so far?
Sir, no, he's here tonight, I believe. It's somewhere in the vicinity. He could be in an alley
Would
nearby.
you say he's a scoundrel and a scamp? Like, what does that mean? Exactly!
Sir, we've heard from the prison guards outside of the penitentiary of Waterdeep that he somehow, how do I say this polite, flirted his way out.
Oh my god.
And so I worry that he's a bit of a liar when it comes to romantic endeavors. Somebody who is perhaps very flamboyant and could bed anyone they like, even. And the figure sort of looks around and looks at higher and, yeah, anyone.
That's the worst kind of person!
Say, a danger to all of us.
Love should take thousands of years! And it should be purely intellectual.
Yes, we should all be, keep an eye out
I'm
for
glad
anyone
you
who
agree.
is... No, I'm completely with you, sir. I worry this criminal might try to, create some sort of romantic entanglement with you. Please...
Why with me in particular?
Well, just because it seems like he's talked to you already tonight. So far, this gentleman that we pulled away earlier, the villa or whatever, is the only other person who we have known evidence of speaking with this individual. And you knowing the term Valhalla informs me that you know the same. I worry perhaps he's marked you or something. Regardless, one moment, and he speaks up loudly, and he's like, "Just a moment, may I please make an announcement?" And the announcer sort of interrupted.
The announcement is no sex tonight.
Please, everyone, be warned. We've been informed that there may be a criminal among you tonight. Please lower the stress. There's no need to be worried. All threats have been dealt with, and there will be no more traitorous or treasonous activities tonight. But I should inform you all that a known escaped prisoner has been spotted in the area, and we are keeping an eye out for him. I'm so sorry to interrupt. You notice the hotel announcer is glaring at this guard, giving him this devil eyes of hate for yet again piling on more shit onto the flaming board. Again, apologies. As you all know, the Terminus Institute did have a breakout recently, and that figure might be here tonight. We implore you to be on the lookout for an individual of taller height, broad frame.
Tall height, broad frame. Anything else we should look out for?
I believe that, last we checked, the figure had a longer white hair.
Long white hair? Is he old?
No, younger man. It's just something that he had.
Oh.
So, please, everyone, be on the lookout.
I salute.
All right, sorry again, and he waves to the announcer again, is glaring at him as he goes. And please, everyone, could we get a round of applause for the captain of the guard, Captain Darwin? Thank you for bringing such a thing to all of our attention. Right then, back to the show. Next up, we have this beautiful sun mask. Do I hear 10 gold for the sun mask? A gorgeous specimen. Ooh, and quite lithe as well. Look at that athleticism. The figure sort of jumps up and down and spins their arms around sort of shakily.
Excuse me, Darwin, one moment, please. First the moon and now the sun. What's next? A planet.
Darwin bows his hat and leaves the room, leaving the rest of the guards around with you guys. The sun goes for 10, then 20, then 30, all the way up to 50 for this fine costume. Eventually, if none of you guys intervene, the bid settles on 52 gold pieces and seems to go to a much shorter, wider individual back, wearing on his face a mask that looks to be two halves of a face, sort of connected together in a half sort of two-face connection, where one of them is sort of an ogre-like face, and the other one is the tragedy mask that you often see in the classic comedic style. But you get what I mean.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah, so you see this individual with a two-face mask bid 52 gold pieces for the sun. The sun sort of scampers down and skips over to this man and embraces him fully with a hug.
Oh my god.
Two-Face sort of falls back for a bit and slowly returns and grabs the figure's hand, and the two of them also make for the exit, you notice undeterred. Dulam, you watch now as the last remaining auction person up, the last piece to be auctioned off. And you watch from up here. I'm going to go with your 17 from earlier. You watch just as the sun and that individual from earlier step out of the building. The ram's head mask looks to go to follow them, sort of slither out. You notice none of the Crown's Guard are watching.
Compared to the rest of the guests, how tall and built does the ram look?
The ram's head individual is tall. You would say definitely one of the taller people here. Built, it's sort of hard to tell. The shirt is very billowy and it's hard to tell underneath. But from what you saw earlier in the dancing, you imagine on the stronger side.
Okay, as the ram is heading out, I would like to shout into the crowd as a preamble before the bidding starts.
All right, what do you want to say?
Thank you, everyone, for your coins. However, I couldn't have made this mask alone. I'm not sure where he is in the audience, but my friend, the Yellow Knight, helped me make it.
Everyone turns to you now as you say this, Dulam. You get a few head turns. The individual with the ram's mask does sort of pause at the entranceway and turn back and look at you. And you see hesitation on the face, and you eventually notice one of the guards turns around and sees the figure and goes, "Oh, yeah, you want to stay in for a bit? Sorry, we can't do security checks right now. Just wait a second." And the ram's head mask sort of nods his head and slowly makes his way back in. Scanning the crowd, Dulam, you're not sure, because of the masks, you can't see facial expressions to absolutely determine if anyone is surprised by this, but everyone does seem to be watching with interest.
Sweet.
Do the guards seem to regard what Dulam said?
They listen. They don't seem to know what that means, and none of them seem to care.
Okay, then after Dulam's announcement, I want to clap loudly and say, "Yeah, Dulam! Woo!"
All right,
Yes!
you clap along.
The auto gnome.
Yeah!
He has holes.
And the bidding begins. Do I hear 10 gold pieces? 10 gold pieces for the auto gnome here.
20
10 pieces. 20 gold pieces for the auto gnome. 20 gold. 30 gold pieces. Goodness, keep it going. Do I have 40 gold pieces for the auto gnome? Look at this clockwork mechanis masterpiece. Look at the beautiful clockwork gears here. Do I hear 40 gold pieces?
I want those
I
holes.
only have 20 gold, you guys. I'll pass Jaya my 20 gold.
You
I
hear
should know someone else has to vote.
You hear a shout from off to the side. One of the guards shouts out, 45! 45 gold pieces, 45. Do I hear 55? 55
Take
gold
my
pieces.
gold.
I raise my hand.
55, there we have 55. Let's go all the way. Do I hear 70 gold pieces for this auto gnome? We're going all the
I'm
way
gonna
up tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Think of this as
glance back.
charity. You look around, you hear a shout from the back of the room. The ram's head mask shouts out, "That'll be a 40 from me." Shit, did I say 70? What are we at? 70. Yeah, I'll say 70. We've had a bit too much to drink tonight, excuse me. 70 from the man in black. We have 70. Do I hear 80? 80 pieces.
Wait, this was the man talking to me?
Yes.
I look at him like a bit clearly jealous. 80.
He looks back at you and shrugs. It's for charity, friend.
80.
Oh, 80 gold pieces. I hear 80 from the frog in the back. I got a frog. Ladies and gentlemen, do I hear 90 gold
Spend it
pieces?
all
90
on
gold
your
pieces for our
suit.
mechanical wonder. Look at this beautiful boy.
I wish I could afford it.
I bet that
The,
hippo is gonna outbid me right now. No.
I want to flick a coin in the air and start moving it around with my
Holy
magneto
shit.
powers.
You flip the
That
coin
is
up
so
and you catch it out of the air just a few inches off of your palm and begin waving it around. It's fucking awesome. Holy shit, look at this little guy go.
$1 on that robot, and I'd do it all again for a moment of its time. Yeah, me too!
Can I use subtle spell right now and cast a spell?
What do you want to cast?
I want to cast sending.
Okay, what do you want to send to?
I want to send to Jaya. I didn't mean to bid. I'll give you all my gold. Please outbid me.
King, I don't have money.
You literally just got money from Orpheus, and you have some money yourself, and I'm giving you all my money.
Does that go up to 80? Girl, I think I got well.
How much did Oro give you?
I gave 20,
And I had
which is
30 before. Wait, no, I spent it all on my thing. I think I took it off of D&D Beyond and not Foundry. Okay, in D&D Beyond I have 0 gold.
Are you guys all fucking poor? What happened? Alright, 90 gold pieces on the
I spent it on
autonome.
these damn costumes.
I'll put 90 down. I hear 90 gold pieces on the autonome. That's 90 from the Zorro in the front there. 90 gold. Do I hear anything more? Anything more? Ladies and gentlemen, can we get to 3 digits? This is for charity tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Samir looks back and gives you guys a shrug. He then points at Dulam and gives you a thumbs up and goes, "You're doing great."
Good work, money bags.
You guys then hear a voice from the back, someone who hasn't spoken up yet, and it's a sort of meek, 100 gold pieces. And you guys turn to see the individual wearing the acorn mask that you had just briefly spoken to earlier, Hire, stands off to the side and waves a hand. Dulam, you notice him from up here on the stage, and the figure gives you a look, and you can't tell what's going on underneath the acorn mask, but they are looking at you with interest.
How tall are they?
They are quite tall, and they are very broad-shouldered.
Okay, I just yell out, "Sold!"
I'm sorry there, friend. I'm not sure if that's how it's going to work here.
I
We
start
want
walking
to keep on.
towards the acorn.
All right, sold. The autonome is sold. 100 gold pieces. I don't know.
Holy shit, that autonome is horny for that guy.
Yeah,
100 gold
Dylan really
pieces.
felt a connection.
100 gold pieces. Oh, thank you. I really must thank you all, ladies and gentlemen, for helping us. That might be enough to replace our chandelier with an equally and immeasurably beautiful one. Thank you all for a wonderful evening. This sort of concludes our masquerade ball. Please, if everyone would just check your masks with the guards on your way out, and everyone please have a safe travel home. If any of you all would like to spend the night here, we have discounted rooms for all of our guests here this evening. Please come find me afterward, and thank you all for coming to the Flaming Boars Masquerade Ball. Woo! And Dulam, you walk down the stairs now as the figure with the acorn mask struts over to you. The figure grabs your hand and then drops to one knee, perfectly eye level with you, and goes, "Well, I don't mean to be a problem, but I don't have that money on me. Could you spot me?"
Sure, I could try. Give me a moment.
Right, we might need to make it quick. These guards are going to come here soon. Not that that's a problem for me, of course. Haha. The figure stands up and looks off at the entrance, which is slowly being filled now with the guards who are no longer interested in the auction.
Of course not. And I'll start walking towards Samir.
All right, Dulam. How did it go? Did you find somebody really nice?
I think it's who we're looking for, and he seems to be short of on coin.
Oh. I see. Okay. Here we go. 1, 2, 3.
I have 22, if you can spot the rest.
Oh, I can do that. Here is 78, right?
Thank you, Samir.
All right, you go out there, Dulam, and listen. Oh, you can always say no. You're not a sex bot. Unless you want to be. You're the best robot ever, you know that?
And the best
Thank
sex
you,
bot,
Samir.
if you want to be.
You head back over with 100 gold pieces that the announcer quickly takes from you as you guys sort of go to exit. The figure with the acorn mask grabs your hand once more, Dulam, and oh, thank you. I was a little worried we wouldn't be able to spot that, but I think I understood your cue. Now, shall we head outside and find this yellow knight of yours?
Yes, let's.
Right away. And the figure moves quickly out into the street, dodging past the guards who seem to just be filling in, and with a wave over his shoulder, the guard sort of waves back and recognizes you, Dulam, from the stage, and they don't seem to care as you walk out. What would the rest of you guys like to do?
I mean, probably follow Doolum.
You follow Dulam right out.
Well, I would want to wait for my accompaniment, you know?
Are
My
we all
buds.
going to be a part of this meetup? I want to be here for you if you'd like, Orpheus, but I understand if you would like a private moment.
Oh, what meetup? Is that him? Did Dylan find him?
Dulam thinks so.
Oh, shit!
I guess I would run after Doolum then.
Alright, you run after. Hire, you are met back up with the Ram's Mask individual who pulls up beside you and goes, well, sorry there, friend. Suppose I was just trying to make you a little jealous is all.
No, it's fine. You could have bid on it all you want. Joke's on you. That was my friend. I was trying to see if you'd bid higher. You didn't fall for the bait.
That's alright. Well, shit. How about,
But to be honest, it definitely did make me jealous.
how about I do us both a favor and rent us a room here tonight, then?
Higher is very, very probably scared, I'm thinking. Is my vibe right now. But Higher will be like, you're like, yeah, sure.
Right away. Now, listen, if you want to just wait right here, there's just a little bit of business I need to take care of first, and I'll be right back. You understand there, friend?
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. You just wait right here. The figure gets up, taps your frog head, and moseys on out of the bar area. Back outside, Dulam, you are walking with this individual with the mask. The acorn mask is right over what appears to be some long, straight white hair.
Oh.
He's matching Samir.
The figure sort of pulls you out and goes, oh, Jesus, thank you for getting me out of there. Goodness, I was a little worried. I believe that the officers here are after me.
Yes, I think so too.
Yes,
Before we continue,
no.
I need you to tell me one thing.
Yes.
You haven't committed any actual crimes yet, have you?
No, not at all. In fact, I've been, quite above board, of course.
Great, that is a relief.
Yes.
And then I'll try to message Orpheus.
Oro, you are basically already right outside at this point. You see Dulam and this individual with long hair.
Dylan?
I give the individual with long hair a look up and down, judgment call.
Samira said you think this is him?
Yes, and then I'll turn to the acorn mask. This is the Yellow Knight.
Oh, excellent. Right, so how many is it for £1, or do you sell it by the ounce?
Shit!
I turn over to Oro.
Oh, sorry, I should probably... And the figure goes and takes off the acorn mask, now revealing an unusual face underneath. It looks like a younger man with a dark, bushy brown eyebrows and a goatee growing in. You also notice that his goatee is a deep brown color, completely different than the white hair on top. And you look up and, oh my god, you see a little bit of brown hair underneath the white. He pulls off the acorn mask, and then, very quick after, he pulls off a white wig that, as it comes off, looks exactly like Samir's.
God damn it!
Right, so, just to be totally honest, now that we're all here, I suppose if it is a crime to sell a little bit of drugs at a party, I am culpable, yes, but I don't know if that's the case, and, this Yellow Knight sounds like quite the dealer, so, why don't you show me your stockpile, friend?
Oh, God.
I just turned to Oro. Sorry, we tried.
I lean down to Doolum. Should we turn him in to the guards?
Well, I haven't witnessed him doing an actual crime yet.
I suppose us pretending to sell to him would be entrapment.
I agree.
Okay, buddy. It's a misunderstanding. You got bye. Goodbye.
Right, I'm sorry to disturb you all. Thanks for spotting me the coin. Off I go. And the figure sort of trots off.
Wait, how much money?
Trots off into the night.
How much coin did you spot him, Doolum?
It's alright. I will make it up to Samir.
It is at this point, Orpheus, you feel another tap on your shoulder.
Okay, I don't sell drugs, alright?
You turn around and are met with the individual with the ram's mask, the 2 curled horns.
Are you looking for the frog?
You, that yellow knight they were talking about?
Who's asking? I don't sell drugs, sir.
Give me a strict yes or no, friend.
Alright, yes, I am. What's it to ya?
Alright, good. The ram's mask hurls out a fist at your chest. It's a cheap shot that comes out of nowhere. In a flash of black, you're caught in the chest. It doesn't do any damage, but it knocks the wind out of you for a second as you sort of stagger back a bit. And the figure follows swiftly after and pulls your head in, throwing this large, very beefy, you can tell, arm around your neck. Almost getting you in a headlock and pulling you in close. And the figure goes, listen, we need to fucking talk.
Okay. What are we going to talk about, Mr. Ramshead? Was it something the frog said?
The ram's head mask looks either way at sort of the group around you and then lets go of you for a moment, puts his hands up and goes, sorry, I didn't mean no harm, and let's start over, eh? You got someplace more private?
I don't want to leave this party quite yet. Dylan, do you want to leave the party quite yet?
I look at you and then look at the ram's mask. Sort of.
What?
Whoa.
Look, Mr. Ramshead, I saw you talking to my friend earlier. Can you just state your business with me up front? You know, the way you asked me for a yes or no answer. I just want to know if you're going to keep beating me up if I go with you.
Nah there, friend. Listen, I just wanted to tell you that the purple knight's been looking for you.
And who are you to know that?
Well, I identify as quite close to him.
You identify as quite close to him? What's that supposed to mean?
The figure looks around again in this open sort of street that you guys are in and goes, you fucking idiot, Orpheus, it's me.
What? No!
Shut the fuck up.
Oh. No, is it? Wait. I've been fooled. What's the 3rd tenet of Queen Riddicy?
Sorry, our 3rd tenet? You know I never studied that shit as good as you. But the Fionn Valkyrie herself has so many fucking tenets I lose track.
That's good enough. Let's go inside.
Right, on we go.
It's you. You're being so slutty with fire.
Fuck, you know that guy? Shit, I have such an apology to make. God damn it.
Oh my god.
Shit.
How are you guys going to share a room now?
That is just too bad. Yeah, I sort of let down the ball on that one.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god, it is you! Oh my god, it is you! Oh!
Now, listen, can you shut the fuck up, Orpheus, alright? You can keep it in your goddamn pants for 2 minutes so we can talk in private, alright?
Well,
take me somewhere.
I'm not the one who has a hard time keeping it in my pants.
Shut the fuck up, shut the fuck up.
Okay, I'm done. Let's find... I have so many friends here.
Fuck, man. How many... Was anyone else I flirted with?
I mean, who else did... The big hippo man? Did you flirt with him?
No, I didn't. I thought about it.
How about there's this sort of greasy-looking goblin-masked guy? Did you flirt with him?
No goblin mask I saw tonight. Sorry.
Okay, that's good. That one, I don't even know how to describe what he is to me, but it's complicated. Who else? The Autonome? This is Dulam.
Hello.
Say hi.
Now is not the fucking time for introductions. Get me inside.
Okay, sorry, you asked. Okay.
Get your fucking mind together. Come on,
Okay,
go. Hop
it's
to
together.
it, soldier.
Hop to it.
Okay, we'll lock our arms and march in.
There we go. All right, here we go. Nice and easy. The group of you head inside now. You, Dulam, and Abel re-enter the masquerade ball. It's mostly cleared now. A lot of the guards have now filled the exits, and the masked ram beside you goes, "You sure this is a good idea, friend? I'm not sure if I should be back in here."
We have a hotel room, so we can exit through the back and into the
Fuck,
hotel.
you guys are staying here? God damn it, I owe that froggy apology. Fuck. And you said you were friends with the hippo guy, too?
What did you do to him?
Fuck, man, I owe him an apology, too.
Oh, and Zoro. Wait, what did you do? Okay.
Just take me inside.
Okay. I'll start walking him inside.
All right, you walk him inside. And the guards seem to look by and notice you and sort of give you a nod, and they don't seem to stop you, being a large group of your size and having most of you checked out already. They allow you entry. You walk in, and you notice that the captain of the guard is sort of stationed in the back, and Darwin gives you a nod, Orpheus, and you seem to have gotten the all clear as you re-enter. You meet up here now with Jaya, and you see Hire sort of waiting patiently at the bar.
Let's go to bed. Let's go to bed. Where's Samir? Samir.
I'm here. Somebody stole my wig, I think.
Yeah, that did happen. All right, bedtime. Just the very same group we came down with, going back up to bed, right? Deimos.
I look at Abel.
Deimos. No.
I look up at Orpheus.
Fuck's a Deimos.
I'm sorry, Dula.
Don't you mean not the exact same group?
Hey, Dulam, could you count to 1,000 for me?
Sure, but I just wanted you to make sure.
Yeah.
I just wasn't sure if you were aware that actually our party is not the exact same.
How about we say it's the exact same amount of people we came down with?
Well, Malgus isn't here.
Oh shit, so we have one less person.
Also, I don't know where Deimos is.
I'll teach you. Samir will teach you about what Deimos is doing when you're old enough.
1, 2, 3.
Right.
You grab Jaya at this point. Jaya, you see the group of them hanging out with a ram's head individual who you noticed had been really hot and heavy with Hire earlier.
Oh, how'd you guys meet? You were talking it up with Hire, weren't you, the little froggy guy?
Yep, loving more and more to know that this is going to be somebody I know now.
Forever.
Deimos, my good friend, your patience is immeasurable and your beauty is undefinable. Welcome to the manor, the chateau, Samson.
Ooh.
You are led via carriage with no small amount of skin-on-skin contact in the carriage on the way there.
Whoa!
Gulp.
And on your arrival, you first notice the luxury and opulence of this estate as you hear wrought iron fences opening to allow the carriage entry. This hops out at you immediately. You worked in a court once yourself. You know that only the highest of nobles get their own property large enough to have like a walk-up gate, especially for carriages. That's pretty unusual for a big city. Nevertheless, though, you guys approach and you climb a small hill, which you recognize as the hill of the castle of Waterdeep itself. You seem to be in the specific sector of the entirety of Waterdeep, known as the Royal Ward, or basically the King's Ward. This is where the lords all live in the great castle. Instead, you're led to a manor sort of nearby. It's quite beautiful, and you sort of lucked out with picking this really fanciful guy. On arrival, you notice that the entire manor seems to have been set up with almost you in mind. Servants wait at the entrance and hold out drinks and fine clothes for you to slip into. A beautiful black velvet robe that's thick and fluffy and plush, as well as some fluffy slippers that you can slide into. There are several what seem to be servant girls who bus around and clean your hair and wash you for the evening and prepare you for something that you're still not sure, but they sort of giggle and chide over little imperfections that they find on you. Oh, the master will not like this. A bit of dirt in the hair. Ma'am, I have no hair. Oh, what mighty paws you have. And after about an hour, Deimos, you leaned. It's rather forceful, I might add. They scrub pretty hard. All right, say the line, Maze. Say your dentist line.
But first you will be clean! I will have you. But first. I'm so glad you knew that was what I was thinking about.
I could tell you were all excited about it. After this, Deimos, you are then placed in this black fluffy robe, and you notice your initial clothes are nowhere to be found.
Oh.
You were then Your tablecloth and your mask also are gone. You are then led through long, dimly lit hallways across beautiful crimson velvet and almost lace rugs beneath your feet. The many servants of this beautiful manor seem to guide you along. You notice there are no other tenants. In fact, this whole entire building seems to have been built around one person. You walk through, you don't find any other guest rooms that you can find. There mostly just seems to be a lot of sort of like extraneous rooms, like there's a sauna you walk by. Obviously, the great bathroom that you were in just a moment ago to be washed had a beautiful giant tub that could fit 8 people, you think. But tonight it was just you. As well, you pass many rooms that seem to house, looks like sitting rooms and tea rooms and wine rooms and cocktail rooms. And this seems sort of like a bachelor pad for somebody who had way too much money. And eventually you are led to the bedchambers. It is in here that you meet Samson, who continues to wear that black goat's mask and not much else.
No.
Great.
It is in this beautifully opulent room that you spend the eve. He is relentless.
God.
Is this our first official sex scene? But like, not first, but like our first official good sex scene.
This is our most explicit sex scene.
This is explicit, yes. After I say relentless, this is where I cut to black for you, Demos. You spend the rest of the evening. It is not a very restful evening. You are up all night. And eventually, when you do sort of groggily wake up the next morning, Demos, you find that you are alone in the bed and instead are met with the distant smells of cooking. Wandering through the great manor, you eventually find the kitchen and what looks like a single man bent over the stove cooking something, and for a moment you think Samson himself has prepared this beautiful morning feast, but turning around seems to be yet another one of his servants who turns back and goes, "Oh, I hope you had a wonderful night, sir. The master has gone away for the day, but you are to stay the afternoon if you like. I believe he'll be back in a few days or so."
Oh, days? My goodness.
What?
Must have had some important business.
Yes, sorry, quite an emergency, you see. His job simply, duty calls. Apologies, sir. I thought I'd make you something in the morning, and he was insistent on saying you could stay the night for as long as you'd return.
Pumped and dumped.
Well, gosh, thank you. I'll gladly have whatever you're preparing. It smells divine.
Yes, of course. He had one other thing that he wished me to part on to you, sir, and apologies if this does not make any sense, but he informed me, and it's just word for word, he said that he was glad that he found a little sheep to bring home.
Oh, that does quite sound like him.
Yes, he was saying something about trading a whole flock for your shepherd, and there's some metaphor in there I didn't understand. And for this morning, Demos, you eat like a king.
Wow.
Only this morning.
Is there anything you'd like to do specifically with the manor?
Gosh, so while I'm here, is there can I glean anything about perhaps who he is or what he does?
Yes, alright. So I asked you to roll me a check 10 million years ago, and I feel bad because we didn't actually get to use it. Do you remember what your roll was, or do you...
It was such a strong 8, but if you want me to reroll...
We'll reroll it, yeah. Give me a... I'll take a couple rolls for this. You could roll insight or perception or investigation. All would give you the same effect.
Perfect.
Whatever, sire.
15.
You get a few moments while you're sort of padding around this manor to investigate a bit and peek around into the different rooms. There are still a lot of servants here that seem to somewhat keep an eye on you, so you can't quite dig into all the little nooks and crannies, but you're able to explore, and even during your time in the kitchen eating like a king in front of this beautiful 30-person dining table that fills a whole room, you still get a moment to sort of look around and explore it. In your investigation, you determine that this individual likely comes from great wealth. You're not exactly sure if it was completely independently gained. The only reason you determine this is that the person seems to not have a lot of good sense for spending money. You determine this a lot through some of the frivolities that he's purchased. Samson has purchased beautiful gold cooking pots and gold tiles on the roof. You find most of his portraits, which all seem to be of himself, in various levels of clothing. You even find a couple of him and all of them are rimmed in gold with gold foil all over them. And it's one of those things that, with your time working at a court, actual nobles will usually spend money on things like real estate or on, more land, or perhaps on things that aren't just this sort of like unnecessary beautification. So it sort of strikes you as odd. Mm-hmm. The gold pans and pots especially is something that you don't think anyone actually needs, and it's only the sort of thing that somebody with a lot of money who doesn't know how to use it would have. So you're not exactly sure how this person gained their wealth. The other thing you determine is that you think that this is likely one of the highest noble. How you stumbled into this is quite lucky in your own, but getting a chance to look out some of the windows, you find there are a sparse maybe 8 in total manors of this size in the whole of Waterdeep. You're on a hill, so you get a pretty good view. And so you imagine that this person has quite a bit of sway. You think that they likely work for the court. You found a signing room that had a couple wax seals with the crest of Waterdeep on it. So this person likely has some affiliation with the Lord, maybe somebody in a high council position or some sort of advisor. Or it could just, again, be some sort of privileged noble who happened to have been born into all this. Otherwise, you're not exactly able to make out much more without actually speaking with Samson. But that's all you glean, which is a good little bit.
Okay. So in any of these portraits, is it just him? He doesn't have like any family?
You notice no family. It's actually kind of unusual. In fact, there's not a single portrait of him with anyone else. There are a couple portraits of him with animals. Like there's one with him riding a horse. He's got one with him with this like very unusual giant black bird that looks like some sort of baby rock.
So wait, does he have the goat mask in all of these, or does J-Mo see his real face now?
Oh, so yeah, you do see his real face in these. He's not only wearing the goat mask. He has a wide set chin, angular jaw, and a very square face. You notice his eyes are a bit wider apart with a very long Roman nose. In about half of these, he's got a bit of a stubble beard growing in, and it almost gives him that sort of like Superman with a beard look. In all the other ones, though, he's clean shaven and sort of just gives off the very sophisticated, classy man. In his naked ones, he is always fit and completely jacked, which honestly, from your night before, you're able to pretty much vouch for. He's a very well-built man.
Oh.
Great.
Additionally, you also see that his eyes are a very pale, cool gray color.
Mm-hmm.
And they're sort of sunken in. He has a sort of downturned eyes, a bit of a negative canthal tilt that gives him almost a puppy dog expression, but his thick, angular jaw sort of offsets that.
All right. Dang. And then is there any sign of like a family crest or anything?
You look around. During your investigation, you only find the crest of Waterdeep here, the like main town symbol. No family crests anywhere. You do learn his last name, though. You determine his first name is in fact Samson.
Oh, wow.
Which is always a fun inclusion. His last name, which you determine also just sort of fucking around, you've determined is Alnwick. Demos, in the rest of your time in this manor, I suppose you could stay here as long as you'd like, but for your investigation, you can't determine much else about this person's station. The writing room that you find, you sort of peek around in different compartments that are open, and you don't find anything of interesting note. There are a few bills and ledgers for other obscenely large purchases. For example, a swimming pool that he seems to be installing around the manor, as well many paychecks and stubs that he gives out to his staff, but nothing about his job. You do find that there are a few locked cabinets in the writing room and along the desk, but to pick them, you would probably need tools, and you still can't find your clothes.
Okay. I feel like at this point, the staff is like my last shot, honestly. And you say that they kind of have someone like on me at all times.
Yeah, they're not. It's not like harassing. Like they won't follow you into rooms, but like there's basically someone always within earshot.
Okay. As I leave this office, I guess I'll just try to like look casual and like coming over to like whoever's like nearest, servant wise.
All right. Yeah, you make your way out. You find the butler who made you breakfast this morning, a sort of shorter halfling man, even short for halflings, with a big beer belly who gives you a look and twiddles his mustache and goes, "Hey, yes, sir, can I get you something?"
Oh, I was just looking around and just wondering where my clothes ran off to. But
Oh yes, the laundry maidens have will fetch those for you right away. Will you be going out, sir?
Quite soon, I believe. But this whole place, just feels, it feels quite how would you say, lonely. I think that's the word I would use. Does your lord not have many guests, or perhaps...
I'm sorry you. Yes, sorry you feel that way, sir. If you'd like, we could invite more company to you in the afternoon. But unfortunately, yes, the good master invites only over a select few. He hosts many events here, of course, but I think he prefers the solidarity of his own company when he's not in an evocative mood.
Oh, that must make for quite lonely work on your part, eh?
Yes, sir, I worry about our poor master sometimes, but with you here, I can tell he's in good spirits. Besides, work keeps him busy, and it seems like something happened last night that's got him up in arms and...
Oh my god.
Haven't you heard? There was an explosion off the wall.
You come.
I just realized.
Oh, yes, there was this bright, like, white flash and this thunderous boom. Did you see it from here?
Yes, sir, it practically shook the whole castle. I couldn't believe you didn't notice it, though I suppose that room is soundproof.
Oh, I see. Specially made, huh?
Only the finest for our master.
Quite. Well, I guess, would it be okay if I borrowed some parchment and some ink? Leave a message for the master of the castle?
Yes, of course. And he fetches it for you, and pretty soon after, all of your clothes are returned to you, steam pressed and washed.
All right. I guess I'll put my clothes back on, or these other clothes back on, and and I'll just like leave like a nice note about like what a nice time I had.
Wow. Okay, just like a wholesome note.
Well, yeah, and that if he's ever in the mood for more fun, he knows where to find me. At the Flaming Boar.
You're there every night.
I'm there.
All
every
right,
night.
you leave the note. The butler gives you a nod and says, "The second the master arrives home, I'll give it to him immediately. I think he liked your company, sir. If you ever want to return, please do so, and you're welcome here in the meantime."
Oh, well, how kind of you. Thank you. Well, hopefully I'll be seeing more of you in the future then. Actually,
Yes.
I never quite got your name.
Oh, I suppose I didn't catch yours either. You kept being called Sheep, that I sort of...
Demos is my official name. Yes.
Demos, it's a pleasure. My name is Belvedere.
Belvedere. Quite right. What a strong name. I like that.
Thank you, I appreciate that.
Well, Belvedere, I must be off. It was a pleasure.
Off you go. The carriage is out front. We'll take you anywhere you like.
Oh, quite. Thank you.
And you do notice that the beautiful black witchwood carriage is right out front, and the driver asks where you want to go.
Just back to the Flaming Boar. Should be fine.
All right, you head on back, and I suppose the rest of you guys, it's still late at night, almost early morning when you finally pull Abel up the stairs into the room. So I imagine Demos is probably coming home pretty soon after this, so we can combine all our efforts in a second. But is there anything immediately
I believe Abel wanted to say something to the frog last week.
Oh, that's right. After we left off, Abel taps you on the back of your shoulder. Higher. Tap, tap, tap.
I turn around.
You notice the black clothes and the sort of gray mask of the ram who you danced with earlier and who you bought a drink. Behind him, close behind him, is the rest of your group who seems to be watching, and he sort of goes, "Listen, Froggy friend, I do believe I owe you a very apology, but more immediately, I'd love to head upstairs with you and your friends right now."
I don't understand what's happening, but yeah, sure.
I'll explain it
guys
real
met?
soon, but let's just to dash your hopes real quick. We're not going to be doing anything frisky. Yeah, I just want to pull that band-aid off.
I like to think like you like Hire's like genuinely like stunned for a second. And you kind of like visually you see him like visually like process that like as his like facial expressions change. And he's like, no, yeah. I was looking for Abel, and I guess you didn't tell me you were Abel, even though I...
Listen, I owe you an apology, and I owe you a drink, a real drink as friends, and just, honestly, maybe in another life, we could have had that nice, long... All right, I'm just gonna...
I don't think any of us need to worry about that because Hire made the virginity pact with me and Dylan, just as I'm sure, Abel, you're about to willfully join our virginity pact. Right?
Why don't we head inside first, friends?
Hire pouts and says, yeah, guess I'll join the virginity pack.
You've always been in the virginity pact. You were one of the founders.
I really don't remember agreeing to this in that setting.
You did. You agreed. You did specifically posit that the pact could be broken with people inside of the pact.
Hello?
A rule I nominate we remove.
What? That's fucked up.
Replay interaction.
Look, I say things I don't mean. Like people like I said that, and I said I wanted to fuck this guy, but like I didn't. I just say things sometimes,
Okay, because it really seems like you did. Let's get to the room. Abel seems really uncomfortable.
Yeah, right away, please.
Good.
Again, I owe you a lot of attire. You are a charming man, and you really were very, very fun to hang out. All right, let's head upstairs.
Yeah,
The
going
group of you
upstairs.
scattle up the stairs and goes, well, I hope you all have a good night. Please, be wary of that individual we called out for. Are all of your numbers here and accounted for?
Yeah, good night, Darwin.
And he sort of looks at you and gives you a smile on her face and looks at Dulam and goes, oh, you were one of our auctions tonight, weren't you? Yes, I hope you have a good night with whoever got you. Where did that white-haired fellow go?
Oh, he turned out to be a drug dealer.
Oh, good. Well, that's actually quite handy. I've got his face. I'll send some guards after him. Are you quite well, then? Are you all right with your friends tonight?
Yes, I would like to posit that I didn't actually see him deal drugs, only that he said that he did.
Ah, well, that's honestly enough to get you arrested in Waterdeep.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Good to know.
Listen, gentlemen, I'm hyperbolizing a bit for you here. Of course, we'd like a little bit of evidence, but I've had a little bit to drink tonight, and I thought I could have some fun with some friends. But, right, duty calls. Please be on your way.
I also consider you my friend, Darwin.
He gives you a smile and a curt nod.
I'll see you at the station tomorrow.
You guys push past, and he sort of counts your numbers, and you
Because my
notice that
brother's
he
in jail.
writes down a tally. And you guys ascend the stairs to the inn. Samir sort of gives you guys a wave and goes, hey, I have that room upstairs, but I was hoping I could sleep over with you guys tonight, but if we have a guest who is in a rush, would it be easier if we took him to the bigger room and we could all go there?
Sure. Is your room bigger than the room the other 7 of us are sharing?
Well, yes, Malagus did pay for the nicest one he could, I think, afford.
Oh, right. Yes, Malagus did pay for... Okay, yeah, let's go to your big room.
And the group of you guys head upstairs. You guys ascend the stairs and make your way to Samir's room. It is the same quality and luxury as your own. The bed here is... Well, you guys had sort of 2 queen beds. This one seems to have a king bed and then joined by 2 queen beds, sort of in a bunk bed formation.
I just flop onto the king
Queen
bed.
bunk beds.
Queen
You
bunk
notice
bed.
Queen
it's
bunk bed.
perfectly pressed, and Samir has his little frog sitting right atop the king.
Scoot over and hopscotch. I'll sort of, I like you would with the cat. I pick up hopscotch and just like cradle it to my chest
All right,
and
the
flop
little
down.
homunculus sort of responds. And you drop the droid off to the side and fill the space a little bit. You notice Abel immediately on entering goes, all right, close the door, close the door, close the door. The rest of you file in and you close it, having all of you guys in here. and he breathes a sigh of relief and goes, "Okay, all right, apologies are in order. First off, hire Froggy, buddy. I really meant well, I promise."
Like, honestly, like, I feel like I would be more helpful now, like, not in the room, like, I feel like you have stuff to communicate. This is between you and them. I don't want to ruin.
What do you
this
mean
moment.
them? You're part of this. You're friends with Orpheus, right?
Yeah, he's one of my new friends who I have a lot of.
Yeah, listen.
I'm just saying. I just don't want to be right now, and Orpheus will catch me up, I'm sure.
Hi, are you okay, buddy?
Stop.
He's coming. He's turning.
I'll go pout in the other room.
Okay, all right. Hire, you step out and pout. You can maybe go throw a boy fit and have a boy bath.
Yeah, boy
bath.
fit roll.
They leave like a little chocolate on each of the beds after they clean it, so you can just grab both chocolates and settle into the bath off of
Delicious.
both beds. And have yourself a boy fit. Abel continues and goes, "Shit, I'm really gonna have to make it up to him next." And oh man, this is draining on me. I have to apologize to you, Gif, you old gentleman, nice man. You there, Hippo? What's your name, friend?
My name is Jaya.
Jaya. Jaya, I actually was quite fond of you when I first walked in earlier tonight. I sort of took a liking to your voice, and I've been trying to replicate it to be inconspicuous.
Oh, you don't have to apologize for that.
Thank you. I actually think it worked quite well for the sexual appeal. But it's
yeah,
not me.
How do you think I picked up my wife?
Oh, well, that's... okay, I can't... I can't do this anymore. Good gracious.
That's what he sounds like.
Fucking Christ. Right, Jesus. I'm still getting used to these humanoid vocal cords. You know how hard it is to use things? God.
I know, right? My voice is all up here, and I really need it to be down here for the proper effect of the things I say.
Yes, I found that myself as well. This voice needs some grittiness, is what it needs.
Yes, exactly.
Right
Okay,
then.
Abel, what the
you
fuck
can tell
has
it's
been going
me,
on?
right?
I don't know. Can you, say one thing that'll make you, me really believe you?
Come now, have some sense. Of course it's me.
I just, I don't know, what's the last thing we built together?
Well, we've built quite a few things. Of course, we spent a lot of time in the palace, but more recently, we're building the gardens outside.
All right, but what in the gardens? What's one thing we put in there?
Well, that festival, you recall?
Yes. Okay, how
You
about this?
remember,
How about this?
I got to wear those shorts that I love so much that you always call
Yeah.
out to be quite hideous.
Yeah, Abel, what's my least favorite thing that you do?
He sort of smiles, and the smile disappears, and you notice he's still sort of wearing this ram's mask, and you can barely see underneath it.
Hey,
And he
take
goes,
that thing off! I want to pull the mask off.
wait, hold on. And he holds it on for a second, goes, "I need to clean up this moment. I'm untidy," and as you can tell, and he sort of grabs at his hair, which is sort of this thick black knot of hair, and pulls at it, and you see strands of hair getting pulled out with almost black tar threading through them. Underneath,
Oh
you see
my
a
god!
pitch black. And he says, "Yes, I rolled around in the mud a bit to dirty myself and gain a bit of a more darkened hair color. You see, this hair is stark white. It was hard to hide. Got a bit lucky with that other lad."
That's my go-to disguise too. It's just rolling around in the mud. Yeah, that's
Great
how we
minds
do
think
things
alike
in
then, eh?
Valhalla.
Right, let me clean up. I owe some more apologies, though. Orpheus, I owed you an apology. Well, I should have guessed it was you sooner. Your friend, Haya, did make a point about the Yellow Knight. Well, to be honest, your sign out front was rather impossible for me to understand, and I was so unsure why you wanted to meet at a masquerade. Is this your thing now?
No, I didn't want to meet here. It was your idea.
What? You practically wrote it right on the sign.
No, I said, let me try to remember what I said. I think I said, I'm staying
Meet at the Flaming Ball. Yes, in the Flaming Ball with this giant advertisement for a masquerade ball. Of course you wanted me to come
I
here.
wrote those signs before the masquerade ball was announced. This is
Have
just the
some
hotel
sense,
I live
Orpheus.
at.
Have some sense. Come now. Of course there's a problem with that. Why wouldn't there be?
Wait, what is the problem? With the
Well,
masquerade ball?
You know, of course I'd want to come.
So then wait, why are you complaining?
It just felt unlike you is all. I thought it was a trick. And then I heard that there was
What's
someone
her?
else here talking about Queen Ridice, and I was quite frightened. I thought perhaps someone was out to get me.
Yeah. Do you want to bathe first, or can we really get into things?
Yes, no, I must bathe. I need a moment or two for this, please. We can't get into things now, but I owe you an apology, and if you see your froggy friend again, please send him my apologies as well. I should have
think
trusted him more
he'll be okay.
immediately. It was
I
only
think
when
you'll be all right.
your robot called it out on stage, the second person saying it, I finally began to trust it a little more, but still a part of me was scared. I wanted to flee out into the street and avoid these damned guards. You understand I arrived here in a prison? Gods
Yeah,
damned. Anyway,
that's
off I
fucked
go.
up. Okay.
And he disappears off into the bathroom and disappears for 10 minutes, 30 minutes, an hour.
I'm busting
2
in.
hours. Hours go by. When you
After
bust
an
in.
hour, I'm busting in.
The door is locked.
Okay, I pick it.
All right, you begin picking it open. Give me a lockpick check, please.
Classic Orpheus move.
It's 10 plus 5, 15 plus an extra 5 because of my gloves of thievery. It's a dirty 20.
What did you say they were?
Oh my god, you said it!
Gloves of tinkering!
Oh
My
my god.
gloves of tinkering.
No, I'm proud of you.
I'm glad you
You did
accept
good.
it.
Yeah.
They're gloves of tinkering.
All right. At this point, then you bust in to the room. Inside, you find a steamy bathroom. Surrounding you is all manner of basically every soap and sud and shampoo and conditioner and any sort of serum that was already offered by the inn has been opened and tested out and used, and they're all scattered, not exactly chaotically, but you could tell it was definitely well leaked. And you find that soaking inside of the massive tub is a white-haired human man.
Oh, you're
His-
still here. I cover my eyes. I
His
thought you'd
eyes are
escaped
closed
or been
and-
kidnapped or something.
His eyes are closed, and he opens them and goes, "Oh, Orpheus, I must have fallen asleep." And you hear a whoosh as the water breaks, and you sort of see out of the corner of your eye he's standing fully up in the
I
tub.
keep them
Oh,
covered. I close. I turn. I walk out, and I slam the door behind me.
Now,
You
Orpheus,
have to forgive him. He hasn't learned manners here the way I have.
Orpheus, come back. What do you mean? What's the problem?
Slut!
Excuse me.
We
Right,
should just
then
wait
I'd like
for
to
him.
soak a little longer.
It's the middle of the night. We want to go to bed. Please just come out and talk to us. I'm so tired. Abel, have you been tired yet? It's the worst feeling.
Yes, I was just sleeping in the tub. You do so yourself out there. I'll meet you in the morning.
Oh,
Orpheus,
See,
unless you
this
want to
is
come
what
in
I
and
was
talk with me
telling-
right now.
no. this is
Right.
what I was telling you guys about.
So
Easily.
what about that virginity pact? It seems like you're not keeping up to that.
Jaya, don't say such things about me. There's nothing I take more seriously than the virginity pact and Ridice. Well, obviously, I take Ridice more seriously than the virginity pact, but the virginity pact is second.
So you are a virgin?
Yes!
Did you-
How could I not be?
I know.
All right, so at this point, could I get all of you guys to just go ahead and add a long rest as you rest till the morning?
Oh, yeah.
Higher, as you're resting in the other room, you're sort of chilling. You'll recall in the other room, you are not actually, you are with both Tick and Monty. Monty is still unconscious and just sort of laid out in one of the beds. You notice the bed has seemed to have been made around him, and Tick is excited to see you and sort of flaps around a bit and passes out on the other bed.
She just passes out.
You notice she seems to be all sort of worked up. You can tell she's been very worried about Monty. She's been spending a lot of her days sort of sitting by him and listening to him, and every once in a while rubbing that ointment on that you guys got. So it's a lot of tiring work, you imagine, to do that for a young girl.
Hey, thank you for taking care of him. I know it must be a lot seeing him like this, and to be honest, I kind of hate to look at him sometimes, just because it reminds me of him when he was alive, and I know it sucks right now, but a solution is coming, and I know he's gonna thank you when he can in 4 days now, I think.
4 days. And taking care of, and she plops over to you and sort of places a feathered hand against your chest. Him. Taking care of, pat, 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 him. And she gives you a beaky smile.
Oh.
I feel as if, there, out here in this world, there are a few things to really hold on to, and I'm glad to be able to be here with you and Monty, and I think, it's a time to be grateful for things like that.
She wraps you into a deep hug, right around your, I suppose you guys are about the same height, so it's right around your shoulders, and she chirps.
I feel as if, we've been so focused in things, we haven't been thinking about, what you would want to do, long term. I feel as if we haven't talked about it in a while, and so I'd love to do that in the future as well.
We talk about it. And she pulls you in and sort of flops back onto the bed now, pulling you along with her, and she sleeps the night away beside you.
Yeah, Hire got a level of exhaustion, and he passes out.
All right, you are exhausted, Hire. Pass out, and you officially cure your exhaustion. No more fucking scary rolls. In the next morning, you guys all sort of groggily awake, some of you a bit more hungover than others, and Demos, you arrive back to the room. The carriage drops you off out front, and you're a little let down to see that your friends aren't all downstairs to sort of watch you appear in opulence in the beautiful black witchwood carriage, but no matter. You make your way in and see that the chandelier, there's still a giant hole in the ceiling where it once was, and the chain still sort of dangles there. And there are a lot of guards here. They all sort of nod as you enter, and you have to give your credentials to the one of the landowners here as you make your way in. One of the innkeeps asks for it, and eventually you make your way back up to your room to find only Hire is here. Hire along with Tick and Monty. The rest of your party seems elsewhere.
Oh, hey, Hire. How did the night go? Where is everybody?
It went great for the group.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, we found Abel, so...
Oh, that's great. That's great. Who was he
Night.
the entire time? Was he...
It was productive last night.
Oh, good.
They're all staying with him.
Oh. And you're just here to, like, hold down the fort, or are you okay?
I just want to take the time I can, with, the people who came here with me. Been spending a lot of time with the group.
Right. Well, if I'm if I'm too much of an intrusion, I can just spend some time down at the lobby. No big deal.
I mean, I can tell you where they are, and of course you're welcome to stay. I don't think we have an immediate mission right now, I guess.
Okay. How about I just go check in with them real quick, and I'll come right back.
Yeah.
All right, Demos, you head back up the stairs to Samir's room. It's quite spacious. You actually sort of look at it and you're like, we should this into the main group. There's more room here. You notice Orpheus has taken the main bed, is that right?
I just want to slump on it, but it's okay if other people are in there too. I'm not under the covers or anything. I think Aura literally just fell sideways on it and passed out.
All right, and the rest of you guys sort of filled in naturally. There's enough beds here to make it all. And you sort of make your way in, and you find Air looks like he's awake and sort of stumbling around, and Duelam also just sort of sits on sentinel.
Hey everyone. Oh, is everyone asleep?
Did you guys hear my snoring sound effects? Did those go through?
Oh yeah, they went through.
Yes, and
So you were just sort of listening in silent awe. I see.
Oh, it's good to see you, Demos. Welcome back. How did it go last night? Are you all right?
Oh, yes, yes, Sam. I'm quite all right. Better than all right, one might say. Anyways, I hear we found what was the name? Abel, that man.
Oh, I think so. Though I haven't seen him in a while. Orpheus told me he was What did you say, Orpheus? Wake up.
Sorry, I had so much spit in my mouth. Good morning, Samir. What was the question?
Would this friend of yours, Abel,
Yeah.
in the bathroom still?
Probably, yeah.
Okay, then I think he's here, yeah.
Oh, okay. Is he okay? If he's
I think
think he's just enjoying the luxury of a bath. It's very possible he's never had one.
Well, that's quite all right.
He has some trouble with social boundaries. Now, I know with me, you've come to understand that I am adapting very quickly to my surroundings. He seems to have really gone the opposite way I did with nudity.
Oh, I see.
It's like, you know how I'm so aware of like what I'm not supposed to do? He doesn't seem to have that.
Right. And Demo sort of gives Orpheus like an up and down look. And
I take that as you nodding, and I nod back.
Right. I'll go check on him. Right.
Okay, don't have sex with him.
That stops Demos in his tracks.
What the fuck?
I'd just rather you didn't.
Okay. I'll take that as note. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Then Demos is going to knock on the bathroom door.
All right, just a minute. I'm just cleaning up. Christ. Tell Orpheus if he breaks down this door again, I'm gonna have to come out there and do something about it.
What?
Oh.
Abel, you can't. Okay, I walk up and bang on the door next to Deimos. I'm not going in, so I'm just going to slam on the door. But if you're not out here fully clothed, you might as well be a defector, because there's work to be done, and you're sleeping in a bathtub.
Orpheus, as you said yourself, sleep. I have to do this, all right? It's part of this biology. If you're upset about it, then...
It's morning. You're done. Wake up. Come on, buddy.
Listen, you don't understand. I've been on the street for the past several days. It has been agonizing for...
Oh, that's been agonizing. Abel, do you know how many times I've died this week?
You've passed away. Goodness, Orpheus. Contain yourself.
I fume.
There's a problem with that. You know that, right? Ugh.
What do you mean?
Just 15 more minutes. That's all I ask.
None more. You're done. Bang on the door more.
Bang, 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 bang. And no one seems to respond this time.
This is what I'm saying. Do you guys see what I've been saying? Actors, and musicians that are all like this, except you, Dylan. You're beautiful.
Thank you.
Question, how much longer are we gonna go?
We can stop up here soon. I think coming to a good stop.
Slay.
I just checked in with Haya, and he seemed rather, depressed. Did something happen last night? I mean...
I think him and... Okay, I don't really know if this is what caused it, but maybe it is. Him and Abel were, flirting, and then I guess he realized Abel was Abel, and that maybe the flirting wasn't as, actionable as he had believed it was.
Wow. Wow.
That's not... That is the only thing I'm aware of that's happened. It could be more than that. It could be less than that. I don't know.
Wow. That sounds tough for our little cleric of the group.
Yeah.
Wow. So was Haya the one rejected, or was Abel the one rejected?
I think to Abel it was a mutual rejecting, and to Hire was rejected.
Ah, okay. Good to know. Oof. I guess. I guess I might go down and console Hire a bit more then. Oof.
Okay. Thanks,
Tell him I'm
Deimos.
terribly sorry. I'd love to talk about it more with him. I just didn't get a chance last night is all.
Do you see what your sluttish behaviors do, Abel?
Like I said, I apologize. I should have been more careful.
Did that fix it?
Well, no, but what else can I say?
I don't know.
I feel terribly bad about this.
I'm sure you do.
Wish I could make it up to the fellow. If you discuss with him, and I haven't gotten a good look at you yet, friend. Would you like to come in? You hear through the bathroom.
Don't. He's naked in there.
Oh, I'm getting mixed signals right now. So let's say no.
Good call.
As you please, friend. Well, as I was saying, if you get a moment with our friend Froggy, just give him my thanks for a good night.
I see. I don't know how he'll take that, but
That's the wrong direction. It's true. I ouch.
all right. I'll relay it. I'll relay it to him.
Thank you, friend. You're a kind friend. I can't wait to see how you look.
Oh. Great. I'll be on my way.
All right. And you begin heading back down, Demos. The rest of you guys wake up for the day. Please add a long rest. And this could be a good stopping point. You guys all on a good spot?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Guys, I love D&D. How come D&D can be so good and we barely made it to one?
Roleplay the shit out of it.
We did. That was
We
roleplay
do.
extraordinaire. Well done, team. All right, so if I could, then I guess have. Oh, and I will, of course. I suppose you know what I'll end you on. Abel does exit this room eventually, wearing clothes, normal people clothes.
Yes.
He wears sort of a billowy sailor's shirt and a sort of tight-fitting pants that don't quite look like his. He bears on his head long white hair. The figure before you looks as follows. You see, as he exits, he washes down his hair, which is still a little wet. Beautiful white curls and a small, very sloppily done ponytail at the base of the neck. Sleek, angular jaws meet with a very thick neck of somebody who looks like they've spent a lot of time somehow training their neck muscles. You see their body matches the size, thick and muscular with big, powerful arms and wide shoulders. You also
So it's
notice
like
that he's-
everything is trained, not just the neck.
Yeah, it's just his neck is like... No, don't make it weird.
You said the neck looked like he trained it.
It's a sort of unusual thing where you don't all like contoured neck muscles is all.
Okay. Just got a guy with a great neck.
Got a great neck on him. He also has a pretty tall frame and very thick legs as well.
Holy
Oh
shit!
my god.
He's so pretty, boy.
A young man with dark colored eyebrows, which don't quite match the hair. Brownish eyes, though you can't quite tell exactly what color. As you get a little closer, it sort of blends more into blue on the edges. A thick limbal ring. He's got a snarl that looks to be his resting face. But when he smiles, it's charming, and he seems to smile quite a bit.
Really fucked up.
If not for the smile, he looks hardened, like the type of person who looks like they would probably belong in jail. The pretty boy face seems to only have been done up very recently. You think probably this morning or the night before, using all of those serums and gels and creams and everything. And he is young. You don't think he's that much older than 1T25.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Timeline.
Oh my god. Jeremiah's so young and hot.
Yeah.
We need to find him.
And that is where we're going to end our episode. Thank you guys
Oh my
so much
God.
for joining us.
Good session. Last time in episode 22, A Brother Below, part 3, we asked you all, who will Monty be closest with? There was a clear winner. Let me say, okay, there was a clear winner and a clear loser. Jaya, unfortunately, no one voted you would be closest with Monty.
No.
Sorry, Jaya. It happens. Now, by far the winner, Malagus. Monty's name
Oh
is
my god.
Wow.
No. No.
3 times as many votes as Higher, his own brother.
Guys, that's really fucked up. Really fucked up.
I cannot believe Higher got... Did Higher have the second highest votes?
Nope. Well, we were all, literally everyone was tied for second highest except Jaya and Malagus.
Wow.
Wait, but Higher probably voted for himself, so...
Yeah,
Makes sense, Nick.
hires. Oh wow! It even says hire his own brother. You guys are funny.
It's important to list, all right?
Hire actually is 22% of the vote.
It's actually 12.5.
According to new poll results.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Flooding the
somebody's
polls
swaying
now.
the
Flooding the
polls.
poll.
I don't know.
Made
Wait,
a
that's
bomb
crazy. That
count
means we
just
had
for that.
8 votes without Carter.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Nice.
That's a lot.
Malaga still our front away winner. Why?
Yeah, Malagus just heads and feet above the competition.
You know, someone needs to have a leash on Malagus, I feel. Otherwise, like someone has to control him so he isn't like Malagus.
Guys,
put a
this was
leash
a
on him.
Malagus-free episode. He was not in this episode.
True.
I know.
It's okay, we got a new fucking hedonist replaced.
Oh, they're gonna be best of buds, guys. The
Oh my God, they will.
Monty Abel
Stop
Malagus
it.
friendship is gonna
Stop
go
it.
Oh
crazy.
my god. The fanfic.
Oh my
Stop.
god.
Oh,
The throuple,
holy.
the throuple, they're gonna
Stop
fall in
it.
love.
Stop it.
Double.
It
Stop
won't
it.
even have to be
Stop it.
fanfic. It's
Stop
canon.
it.
It's gonna be
Stop
canon.
Stop it!
I'll kill
Stop
him.
it!
I'll kill him.
Stop it!
I'll kill him.
Stop
I'll
it!
kill
Stop
him.
it!
Monty
My
and
brother
Rebecca.
in arms can't fuck my brother in blood.
Maisie and I are gonna fight all four of you.
Yeah,
Oh
yeah.
my god. How could you tear them apart?
Not possible.
Monty
Pepper
wouldn't
spray.
do that.
They're both so sexual and so lazy.
God.
This week, we are asking you, what do you think Abel's alignment is? Now, I'm fucking assuming you know alignments because you listen to a D&D podcast, but here we go. It's lawful good, neutral good, chaotic good, lawful neutral, true neutral, chaotic neutral, lawful evil, neutral evil, chaotic evil. If you have never looked at an alignment chart before, you should Google it. There's a lot of funny ones on the internet.
Your vote matters. Please vote.
Your vote matters.
Please vote.
Yeah.
Please.
Vote in our poll. It's we love to see what you vote. It's a good way for us to know you're out there and you have opinions. And no matter if you vote today, the day this is released, or 4 years from now, swear to
Okay.
God, I'm gonna be checking that poll. And it's gonna make me smile. It's gonna make me smile all to myself. I'll be at work. I'll be so sad, and then I'll see you voted. I'll smile just for you.
Aw.
Oh. Okay, some other ways we would love to hear from you. First off, Spotify comments. Did you know you can comment on podcasts on Spotify? Now you do. Now you do. There's no excuse anymore. You know. My words reach your ears and you know. Also, obviously you should follow us on Spotify to make sure you don't miss our next episode next Monday, as always. And if you like this podcast, go ahead and leave a rating. Let me say that again. And if you liked this podcast, go ahead and leave a rating. If you didn't, stop listening. Don't give us a bad rating. It's mean. It's mean. It'll make me frown. You can also find our other links in our Spotify bio. That's a link to all those freaky other podcast apps you might use if you don't use Spotify. And our email, as always. If you send me an email, I'll send you my toenail clippings in the mail. I'll lick
getting
every one of
weirder,
them
man.
first.
Weirder every
Yeah.
time.
And this stacks with the other results. If you think you're choosing
No.
between a FaceTime or my home address or
No.
receiving toenail clippings in the mail,
No.
you can have all three. And you know, if you don't want to talk to me specifically, but you have some feelings about the podcast you want to air, please go to our subreddit, also linked in our bio. That's r/runtpack. Post your fan art, fan theories, fan content. Talk about your day. You know what? I want to foster a community of podcast listeners who care about each other as people. Tell me what made you smile today, okay?
Yeah.
Anyways, goodbye, you guys. Good night, and see you next Monday.